Row, row, row. Welcome in. We are live. World Cup Quarter-finals. England versus Norway. If you already know who I'm pulling for, I am pulling for Norway. But you're tuned in to the Chat Sports main channel, brought to you by Prize Picks, for another watch party of this World Cup. It's been so fun so far. I'm Joe Cronin, going to be hanging out with me pretty much all afternoon and evening for the second game later on. We got Dylan Summer in here as well. You'll be hearing from him and seeing him as this goes along. And wow, I'm excited. I think this match right here of the two today is going to be the best. It's hot. It's steamy in Miami right now. Two nations that really aren't used to that warm weather. But it's going to be fun. This is going to be a super, super fun match. The storylines are riddled everywhere. Erling Haaland has taken America's heart by storm, and really this entire nation of Norway. And then, of course, with England. They haven't won a World Cup since '66. It's been 15 World Cups since football has come home, as they claim. But if you're joining us in the chat, shout out your city, where you are, spread far and wide. Let us know where you're watching this World Cup from. Dylan and I, we're here at the Chat Sports headquarters here in Dallas, Texas. There's actually a semifinal that's going to be right up the road at Jerry World here in a couple days, so it'll be close to us. Our guy Mike Jets TV says it's coming home. We'll see about that. We're going to have to agree to disagree there, because I really do think that this one is for Erling Haaland. I mean, look at that. They're showing right now on the broadcast the different watch parties around Oslo, Norway, and then in London. This is going to be fun, Dylan. How excited are you between these two sides, just knowing, Norway has really not been in this spot ever. This is their first time ever. They're only their fifth World Cup appearance. And then England, of course, was in a semis just a couple cycles ago, but this really looks like a group, a team that can make that push to the finals.
Yeah, this might be one of the most high-scoring matches of the World Cup so far, just because of the amount of goal scorers that we'll see out on the pitch today. I mean, Jude, Bellingham, and Harry Kane have totaled for 10 of England's 11 goals. So they're going to have to come through, because Erling Haaland's been taking this World Cup by storm, and if they want to beat Norway, they have to limit him.
Absolutely. Harry Kane, he's looked so sharp. I mean, we saw that in the round of 32 match against the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Trailing by one for nearly 70 minutes, England were, because Congo put one in the 7th minute. And then Harry Kane, from the depths of hell, put the team on his back, bagged two, got away with the win. And then, of course, he scored a pen against Mexico. And what a game that was. Walking in to Estadio Azteca at night, and being able to walk out with that win. And it was a chippy one, and that's one of the big storylines, Dylan. Losing right back Jarell Quansah to that red card, a studs-up tackle, and not just a one-match suspension. He's going to be suspended for 2. So if England wins this, he's gone for the semis. I mean, how detrimental is that? And with the starters, it looks like Ezri Konsa is the one to step up. Knowing the impact that Quansah had in the prior matches, you lose one of your starting defenders. I mean, how impactful. It is something to be noted, that's for sure.
And then also, England has 4 yellow cards that they're playing with. So this is going to be a very conservative game that England's going to have to play so they don't lose any more guys.
You see it, smash that like button. Let's get this stream rolling. We already have a pretty solid audience right out the gates as the countdown to kickoff is officially on. We're right around that 10-minute mark. Of course, we are at the liberty of the Fox broadcast. And if you're just joining in, what happens today? It's a watch party. We'll be doing a little play-by-play, live reaction, having some fun, getting the audience super involved. But before we keep going, I do have to remind you who helps us out, who pays our bills, and who makes this stream possible. And that's our friends over at Prize Picks. And this, of course, this stream is made possible by Prize Picks. The World Cup is happening. It is here. The quarterfinals. We are down to the last few matches, Dylan, which is absolutely crazy, but it's time to cash in with Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 sports picks app and is the best place to win cash while watching sports. We have a code, of course. HMA is that code. You can get $50 in lineups instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Now, I got a little bit of a lineup that I set together for today. 1 pick from this match, 1 pick from the later match, and then there he is, Conor McGregor, coming back from the dead, essentially. He hasn't fought in so long. But there we go. Jude Bellingham, I took the more on his shots on target. I think he's been so electric in the past couple matches. He was great against Mexico, scoring 2 goals in 90 seconds. And, of course, Messi, he's going to score. We know Messi's going to score. But, of course, download that Prize Picks app today with the link in the comments and the description and use code HMA to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Once again, that is code HMA to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it is good to be right. Wow, we got an audience right now, Dylan. We're up almost 430 for the pregame tailgate. So who do you think is going to win? Drop it down in the comments below. You see the letters. You got to type ENG for England, NOR for Norway. Winner moves on to the semifinals. Norway has never gotten this far, and we know the guy on the screen right now, Erling Haaland, has taken the hearts of this nation. This is going to be fun. Oh, both teams marching out. But again, get in that comment section. Let us know who you think is going to win. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Dylan, I think something so interesting about this particular matchup is the star power. And, of course, with Norway, it's really a two-headed monster with Erling Haaland and Martin Odegaard. England definitely has the depth advantage, but where the best player resides, oh, it's tough. It's tough. I got to say, for the sake of the World Cup, it's been Haaland, but Harry Kane's entire calendar year, I mean, he is right up there, probably in the running to win the Ballon d'Or. Overall, though, this is a two guys that Erling Haaland obviously has scored eight goals so far in the World Cup. Kane with 6, and you mentioned Jude Bellingham has 4. He bagged two big ones against Mexico, which was massive. Kane did eventually get a penalty, but because of this, the Golden Boot race is heating up. Messi has a chance tonight to really take control of the standings right here. Erling Haaland, Harry Kane, one of them is going home, though. So one of them will have their legacy run kind of cut short. Haaland with 7, but I don't know. It's coming down to the wire. It's been so fun. I think Dembele eventually falls off. The fact that France has 2 guys in this shows just how dominant they are.
Even Bellingham can get back into this race with a couple goals today.
Oh, yeah, and we've seen how good Jude Bellingham has been. He's been flying around, making some great runs for the England squad, which is why I do think this England team is just so dangerous. And it's the supporting cast around Erling Haaland, around Martin Odegaard. Can they hold strong enough? Because when you look at where everybody plays for, the defensive back line for England is basically Man City, just the national team, pretty much. We got a lot of England supporters here in the chat. Oh my, oh my, oh my. No, we are not going to show the match. We are not allowed to, due to YouTube streaming rights and Fox broadcasting rights. But we're going to be watching it. We're going to be play-by-play. We're going to be reacting. We're going to be having some fun. Maybe we'll get a little crazy with the Super Chat deals as this one goes along. It might be a little halftime special. But wow, we got a crowd. Keep it coming. National anthems taking place right now. And the thing, man, what a story. What a sports story Norway is. And the reason why this guy Haaland, I feel like, has just taken the reins of everybody, especially in America, I feel like, now that the U.S. got eliminated, let's gravitate towards Norway. Underdog story. That's where everyone naturally goes to. But he's so funny. He's walking around Texas with a big cowboy hat and jeans. His Snapchat story too. Mm-hmm. His Snapchat story is hilarious. Even just his Instagram posts, I love it. He's having as much fun as I think the fans are, because we've seen the Norwegian faithful, and that's where I think they have the truest advantage. Dylan, is they're gonna pack Hard Rock Stadium.
Well, I mean, the Norwegian fans have been traveling so well throughout this entire World Cup. They're making presences at MLB games, even other World Cup games that have nothing to do with Norway. They travel very well, and you could just look in the background there. This is going to be a very split audience the fans between the Norwegians and the English.
You see it on the screen. If you are fired up for this game, if you are ready for the quarterfinals between Norway and England, spam me, drop it down below. We got a bunch of people just rolling on in Ice Lord, Billy. I don't know if I said that right. Curly Fries, Aaliyah, Slay, Marisol. So many people. My goodness. I can't read that fast.
That's a good thing.
It's tough. You want to take your time over it. Don't want to mess it up. Curly Fries is back in it.
I mean, this has the potential to be the best World Cup match.
It does.
So far.
It does. And it's so hard to say that though, because like when you looked at Egypt, Argentina, both of Argentina's knockout games have been crazy.
Mm-hmm.
They've really kind of stolen the show so far. Hey, we're just about at 1,000 viewers here in the pregame tailgate, which is awesome. Let's fire it up. Let's fire it up in the comments. Let's have some fun today. It's gonna be a great Saturday. It's hot here in Texas. It's hot. My walk here to work was a little crazy. I'm repping my red for, I guess both teams wear red, but we're gonna say this is Norwegian red, right? Sure. Ooh, Haaland is the Caitlin Clark of footballers. What do you mean by that? I don't understand that. I don't get it. But if you haven't, what's our like counter at right now? Because there's no way it's at 1,000, right?
We are at 37.
37. We only 37 likes, and there's over 1,000 people right now on the stream. Let's pump that number up. We should easily be able to get to 150. It's free. It boosts our channel. It helps us do some awesome content just like this. So smash that thumbs up button. We'll get things rolling. Honestly, if we don't get to 100 before this game, you want to just end the stream? No, we're not going to do that. But hit that thumbs up button. Help us out a little bit. Oh, boy, oh, boy. I'm just ready to get this started. I'm juiced. I wish, that's one thing I would love to be a part of is the Norwegian when they're just, row. It's better than Skull. That's better than Skull chant.
I can't say that.
It's better than Skull chant.
I can't say
that. Did we ever find that Viking helmet? I might need to go run and look for it. Is it going to be in the back somewhere?
It's probably in another studio.
Mm-hmm. We do have a Viking helmet somewhere here in our office. If I have a little break, possibly during the hydration break, I might run and go get it.
If you guys send in some super chats, maybe you'll put it on sooner.
Yeah, we'll do it. If I get, let's see, kickoff is very soon. But we do have the starters for England. Jordan Pickford in net. Nico O'Reilly, Mark Gahey, John Stones, and then Ezri Konza fill up that back line. We know Konza is filling in, though, for the red card that Kwanzaa got. Declan Rice and Elliot Anderson at the midfield with Anthony Gordon. And then up top on the wings, Jude Bellingham, Noni Madueke back in the starting lineup, which I think is very interesting that Saka is not starting. And then, of course, the man up top, the captain, the all-time leading goal scorer in England football history, Harry Kane. And he's good. He's all right. I think that'll do it. Yeah, I think Kane will do it. Harry Kane, he's a man on a mission. And then, of course, for the Norwegian side, we got Orjan Nyland, Julian Ryerson, Christopher Ayer, Torjan, that's a Hegem, David Wolf, Patrick Berg, Sander Berg, Martin Odegaard, Alexander Sorloth, Andreas, Schjedlerup, and Erling Haaland. Wow, I butchered a couple of those names. Wow. I even was trying to practice beforehand, and here I am just screwing it up. So if you're Norwegian and want to correct me, I'm open for suggestions and possibly speech practice on the Norwegian language. Let's get this rolling, though. Oh, they're doing a little flashback, too?
I mean, you got to get all the cinema.
Yeah, we got to get this. We got to get all the cinema. This one is going to be fun. We almost have 2,000 people on the stream. Kickoff hasn't even started. Hit that thumbs up button, though. Like up the video. Have we gotten more than 37 now? 114. That's a solid number. Let's pump those numbers up. Kickoff is about to happen. The memes are flowing. Chat's having a field day, which is great. A happy chat is a good chat. A busy chat is a good chat. World Cup rocks. It does rock. My gosh, it's flying. I can't even catch up with these people. That's awesome. That is awesome. Loving the support so far. There he is. I mean, he's got such an interesting haircut, too.
He's one of a kind.
He is one of one. Now, Norway will be the ones kicking off. And they're doing their little countdown. Titanium already played. So you know it's real. You know we're ready to go. And Norway will drop it all the way back to Nyland, the keeper. And we're underway for the quarterfinals. England versus Norway. Winner advancing to the semis to take on the winner of Argentina and Switzerland. Probably Argentina. Anyways. High pressure by Haaland deflects it out of bounds on this near side. Throw in for England. Just some early defense. I wonder how much this broadcast is going to show Haaland. Like, we know he's the star. He's the talking point of this entire nation. And especially now that the U.S. is done, we need to find someone to glaze a little bit. And Haaland is that guy. Nyland with it. Some light pressure. Just 1 minute into action, Norway just trying to slow things down, gather a little bit of momentum. As it's Wolf with space here on this right wing, getting around that midfield mark and just an errant pass out of bounds. Excuse me, that was Ayer. So back with England, 67% humidity out in Miami, 88 degrees. So it's boiling. It's boiling in the 305 right now. I love Hard Rock Stadium. I was a big fan of it. A lot of people don't. I got to go when Indiana won the national championship, if you didn't know that happened. Awesome stadium. By the way, Dylan is a Miami Hurricanes fan, so that's why I wore this shirt. Down the right wing and floated right over the net. First chance for England, really, for both teams. That's Madueke, showing why he's implemented back in that starting lineup. The Arsenal man finally winning some hardware, winning the Prem this year. As goal kick for the Norwegians. Nyland to take it. Make sure if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button. Help this stream generate. Let's flood. Let's make this the biggest World Cup. I don't know how many people are streaming right now, but let's make ours big. Let's make it huge. We are not able to show the game due to Fox broadcasting rights as well as YouTube. I don't want our channel and stream to go down, so we're going to do it this way. England with it on their back line. Just taking their time. Konza dishes it out left. It's Gordon. England with some patient possession here in the third minute. Wide ball played over to Madueke. Dropping back. Just a very slow, methodical play of possession. Norway trying to press a little higher now, forcing England to drop back through their center backs. As it's Konza, the left back to Pickford in net. So Norway being able to adjust defensively and force England from an attacking position all the way back to their defending third. Now we know who the real number 9 is. It's not J.J. McCarthy. It's Erling Haaland. Spam those 9s. If you love 9, if you want 9 to be, what's a word? Energized, alive, active, scoring goals today, spam those 9s. We love Erling Haaland. We're spamming some 9s today. Man, I hope he scores. He's a Viking. Right? He is a Viking. This is a live stream. We are live and we are streaming. That's the definition of a live stream. It's okay though. England with the rock right now. Just, again, slow pace of play. Looking for Gordon, but that one is collected by Ryerson in the back for Norway. Couldn't bring it down, however. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be England throw on this near side right around midfield. 13th meeting, lucky number as Nyland collects that deep cross. That was Aaron. 13th meeting, England does lead the all-time series, which isn't surprising. They've won 7 times. Handful of draws mixed in there as well. But I think this is a very reignited Norwegian team that I don't think we've ever seen. I mean, it was before my lifetime that they were playing in their last World Cup. It was 1998. Now here they are with a legitimate chance at a semifinals. They are truly the underdog in this one, but they have a legit shot as there goes Haaland. The strength just forces a man off of him. Oh, wait, that wasn't Haaland. Excuse me. Wrong guy. That was Sorloth, but holy cow. He put someone to the dirt. Haaland is not mid. Haaland is so good. I don't know. Harry Crane. Harry Crane said Haaland is mid. Wrong. No, I do not show the game. The game will not be on this stream. Watch party, live play-by-play, live reaction, and a lot of having fun, because that's what we do here. We chat sports, and we love it. We truly love it. Lions will eat them. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of bots in the chat right now. Both squads just slowing the pace of play up a little bit. Is working with some space with Nico O'Reilly. Found Gordon. Ball bouncing around midfield. Kane has it. Man swarming on him. O'Reilly. Left wing. Drops it on back. Whipped ball over to Madueke. Madueke has some time to work with on the right side. Trying to go one-on-one with the left. And stoppage. He was offsides on the delivery. So, a free kick for Norway. Let's take a second look. Yeah, I mean, close call, but offsides. 7 minutes in, not really a true attacking chance for either side yet. But, you know, it's the first card. Getting your first jab in. I don't even think a jab's been thrown yet, but that's okay. Oh, my bots. Oh, my gosh. Haaland in the box where he's so dangerous. Lofts the ball up. Didn't bring that one down. England collects and might try to go on the counter here. There's Jude. Tripped up. And ref will blow the whistle. Yeah, interesting. Oh, yeah, he's pissed off from the other one. I understand it then. I understand it. We do. That's good. It's a French official. Clement Turpin is the head guy. So, honestly, probably an okay situation. It seems like a mostly French crew. Shouldn't be a ton of bias, considering France is on the other side of the bracket. We know FIFA refs they are interesting. England, though, just taking their time, trying to work their way through this Norway attack. Drop it down below. Who's winning and what's the score? Honestly, do I want to get crazy? I'm going 2-1 Norway. Let's row our way to the semis. Let's do it. I'm riding the bandwagon. I might as well. Oh my gosh, Adam Moore also says that. Let's go, Adam. I knew you were a good guy. Gordon tries to keep it in with the head. However, it just goes right back to Norway. And here's Sorloth working his pace down the right wing. Uses his body. Still with it is Sorloth going on 2 English defenders. And a nice tackle there by O'Reilly. Back with England. It's still just a very slow start for either side in the 10th minute of play. There's Stones with it. The Man City man at center back. This is truly just a very slow pace of play right now. Here's Gordon. Gordon finds Kane. His real first touch on the ball so far. Great ball over to Madueke, right wing. He brings it down 2 defenders. However, it did bounce off of his bicep. Referee looks like he's going to be calling a handball. Is that Jeff Bezos? No. No. I just saw a bald guy. High pressure by Kane, dropping back. Norway trying to break out of this press. Solid pressure there by Madueke as England wins it back. Bikonza with it. The Three Lions. Here goes O'Reilly. Nice cut in with the right. O'Reilly is tackled, though. Good defense by the Norway squad. Sorloth slows up at midfield and will just retain possession, dropping it back to Ajer. It's been slow. This has been a slow start. Not a lot of offense. Good tackle, though, by Ajer on O'Reilly to stop any threat of attack that England had, really. Here's Sorloth again on this near side wing. Temperature is already raised. It was originally 88 when this match first started. However, it has gone above 90. So, to my friends over in Miami, wow, holy bots in the chat right now. That's a lot of bots. That's okay. Let's get you out of here. Hey. It's ridiculous. All right.
If you want the bots gone, type B.
Type B to get the bots gone. Please. Please. And if you haven't already subscribed to Chat Sports, we're at like 436 and some change thousand subscribers. Trying to really just build it up. I do read chat. Fox Sports is where you can actually have the game on, but don't worry, you can stay with us here on the live stream. We're having some fun. All right, everyone wants the bots gone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Get them out. Get them out. It's so lame. Like, it's so lame. Oh, my gosh. Here they're back. No. This is insane. Yeah, I agree. Oh, my gosh. Oh, I'm not going to touch anything right now. This is ridiculous. We cannot show the game. If you're just joining, we are not able to actually stream the game on YouTube due to Fox broadcasting rights. We are raising in subscribers. Our live sub count has been going up, which is quite the fun time, isn't it? We're on the road to 437,000. I don't think we'll get it here. We do need quite a lot of people. Holy cow. Sorry, just trying to clear all these bots. Apologies for that. You know, people need to find better use of their time. They can actually watch it. Oh my gosh, they're back. How do we ban these people? Yeah, I don't. Put user in timeout. 24 hours. Sorry, we're just dealing with bots right now in the chat. We're trying to make sure everything runs smoothly, which is always a problem. But England has it. again, it's been a very slow start. Not a super exciting start, not a lot of action going on. Neither team has really thrown a punch. Both teams have been in the box, I think, a total of 1 time. Nyland has gotten his hands on once. Pickford has only touched it with his feet. So neither club has pushed the tempo. And that's a big thing, is that England really does not want Norway to get out on that counter because they are so lethal. Once Haaland is striding out, once Odegaard has it, he can dish it out and move it just so quickly. So England is being very smart about the way they play, not trying to push it too quickly, because if they get it stripped, it could be bad. In the midfield, though, is England with it. Haaland is just kind of watching as this pace of play goes around. Anthony Gordon has it left wing. Real chance for England. Gets around his guy. Entering the box, is deflected out of bounds. Good recovery defense there. However, it will be a corner kick for England. The Three Lions with a first chance at a goal. th minute of play here in Miami. Declan Rice to take the corner. The righty. Haaland setting up his defense. Rice is kicking in, is low, deflected out by Norway. Ball will roam around that right side and float out of bounds. Anderson lets it go. Throw in for England. Ball temporarily out of harm's way, but still in a threatening position. So switch it to Konza to be the one throwing it in. Declan Rice with some space to work with has Anthony Gordon on this left wing. Gordon, a lot of green grass, puts it on the right, still with it, slows pace up. Rice. And England will just reset with their back line once again with Gahey. Over to Stones. Stones to Madueke. Was eyeing Bellingham. He was tackled. Solid defense there again by Ostigard. He's done a very solid job throughout this first couple minutes of the game. But the possession stats so heavily favoring England right now. They've just been passing around, not in threatening territory. It's death by 1,000 cuts is what it really seems like. Because, again, you do not want this Norwegian team to be on the counterattack. Gordon, with the right foot, puts one into the mixer. Headed away by Norway. As they just cannot get possession. England still with it, with Rice. Konza now with it, just going to reset with Stones. Right around midfield is England. Working their way again into the attacking territory. O'Reilly has it left side over to Gordon. Gordon on the wing. Floats one over. Anderson, one man on him, drops it back to O'Reilly. O'Reilly, Bellingham. Crossfield ball on the right wing. There's Madueke. Madueke looks to go one-on-one. Solid attack there on the defense. Another throw-in for England. They work quickly now. But again, they are not trying to force balls in. They are just working around that defense. The ball eventually gets into the midfield with Declan Rice or Anderson. But then it's right back to the defense if they don't see Kane or Jude running around. We got an interesting comment about if England losing. Wow. Wow. Anthony Gordon. Looking one-on-one. Again, just a patient play. Ball in the mixer. Header. Bellingham was looking for it. He got kind of knocked up there on the attempt. Holding his shoulder. Waving it around. As there was a low ball just whipped in with some pace. And it looks like he just trying to get a second look on it. Ball went between Maduke's legs. Seems like he just whipped himself around almost. I don't even know what the term is. Did he throw out his shoulder on a header attempt? Very interesting. Some of the live stats, as you can see, the possession, it's heavily favored England. That's what we've seen this entire match so far through the first 20 minutes of play. The one is the expected goals. Neither team has even had a chance, and we're 20 minutes in.
One shot in the entire game right now.
One shot. This is a slow, pretty boring game so far. Here's Kane, though. So dangerous. Gets it taken away, though. Very strong defending. Very strong defending by Wolf. There we go. Just trying to clear those spots. It's unbelievable. It is unbelievable. Yeah, I don't know when we're going to get our first goal in this one. 21 minutes. One shot, 3 total fouls. Been clean so far, so both teams just really, Norway is very content with sitting and letting England play about 40 yards from the net, just pass around. Honestly, it's fine. If you know that your defense is tight, play that way. Konza now. Chance to just work a little bit of the space of field, but not a ton of off-ball movement here for England. Gahey has it over to Stones, the Man City man. Ball played out wide left to O'Reilly. O'Reilly will just track back and again give it to Gahey. It just seems like anytime they're near the box, like, okay, let's just drop it back. Norway's not letting up. Yeah, they are truly playing a park the bus. Haaland is furthest out, and then all the midfield, they've literally built a 4-5, but it's within 10 yards of each other. They are not letting anything through. No windows, no lanes. Anderson over to Gordon, left wing. Can he make a move? He's being too slow with it. Now he's allowed 2 defenders on him. Drops it back to O'Reilly. One-touch cross is in the mixer. Madueke overran it. And Niger will have to clear it out. Gets a boot on it. And Haaland, high press on Stones. Stones drops it back to Pickford. So ball was in play, just, again, no one on it. The opportunity was good. The delivery was poor. And right back to our age-old, just slow pace of play. If you want to see a goal, like up the video because I'm falling asleep. This is a snoozer right now. This is a snoozer. We might need to have some Super Chat fun. Which, honestly, I wouldn't be upset about. I need to go find that Viking helmet anyway. Here's O'Reilly in the box. Floats a high ball. Not great. Madueke trying to bring it down on this right side. Heavy dribble. Plays it across. O'Reilly, big touch. Can't get it. And cleared away by Ryerson. O'Reilly had a legit chance on net. Just ball was a little too far out in front of him. Heavy touch. And Norway escapes from a tight one right there. Here's the ball in right on the touchline. Madueke, no one getting to it. And O'Reilly just could not get extended far enough. But that leads us to our first hydration break. 24th minute of play. It's been slow so far. Very slow. And before we get back into the action, I do have to remind you of our friends over at Prize Picks for making today's stream possible, as this World Cup match between England first pick app for HMA. Not hard to remember. You can get $50 in lineups instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Now, one of the best ways to promote Prize Picks and everything with building our own lineups. And I built one for today. It's a simple one from every major thing happening today with the England match, the Argentina, and of course Conor McGregor fight. I took the more on everything because I like to take a little bit of risks, and I think picking less, you're cheering not really for offense. And honestly, let's get Conor McGregor on the lightning pick to last longer than 5 minutes. Make sure you download that PrizePicks app today with the link in the comments and the description and use code HMA to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That is code HMA to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, it is good to be right. Alrighty. But the thing about PrizePicks, it does help us. They have supported our channel, our streams, our company for a huge amount of time. But here's the thing. We are 25 minutes in, and this has been a very boring match to start. I'm not going to lie, as we got Train Crossing saying Bellingham will cook. We'll see if he'll cook. So who you got? Let me know down below. Who is going to win this one, advance to the semifinals? Norway has never been that far. England has before, but hasn't, taken home the big one since 1966. Who you got? Drop it down below. You see the abbreviations. ENG for England, NOR for Norway. Or drop their flag. That's a little more fun sometimes. Let me know, though. We coming back from the hydration break. And honestly, if this is the way this match plays out, we'll probably only get like 3 minutes of added time. The thing is, that's another, with this particular hydration break, for Norway, they're not used to this weather at all. They're not used to 70% humidity and 90 degrees. This is, I don't really know how to describe it. I'm not from Norway. And something that the broadcast just showed is passes in the attacking third. Norway with 4. England with 49. So clearly England has the advantage with the 73% possession. Speaking's hard. Compared to Norway's 24. But the thing is, those passes, those percentages, the possession, it hasn't translated to real chances. We just saw right before the hydration break, I'd say the best chance of the match so far. Yeah, they had a corner earlier. Nothing really came out of it. But that was the first one where it's like, oh, O'Reilly has a... Oh, I almost just did the ad on accident. O'Reilly did have a chance, though. We got over 1,000 people here for Norway and England. This is a good crowd. Good crowd for the Saturday afternoon slate. Haaland finally getting his boot on the ball. Tracks back in Norway. Has the ball for, honestly, Dylan, I think the first time in like 20 minutes, and they give it away right away. Yikes. Yikes. Uh-oh, here's Bellingham. Top of the box. Good tackle. Foul. Free kick right outside the box. Ostigard came in strong on Bellingham. Just kind of a straight-up collision. Yeah, got him right at the top of the foot. From the original angle, it looked kind of clean, but here's a real chance. Jude Bellingham turning, had a chance, touch away. Ostigard knocking him down. So super dangerous chance here for England. Nyland will set up his wall. Haaland looks like he's going to be back in it as well. Tense moment for the Norwegians and a moment for England to finally pull away after dominating this possession for really the entirety of the match so far. Looks like Harry Kane is going to be the one to take it. Marker is up. It's Kane and Madueke next to the ball, but it really looks like Kane is the one to take it. 120th international appearance. Second most all-time in England history. There's like 8 guys in the Norway wall. I think it's 5. 5 guys in 29th minute of play. Does Kane have another one in him? Rips it just over the bar. That had pace. And he sees on the look on his face. He wanted that back. A little bit leaned back, got a little under it. That was a well-paced ball, though, for Harry Kane. Yeah, that was too high. Norway now trying to work any sense of possession after the free kick. 30th minute of play here in Miami, Florida. As our live subs, we're going right now. We're pushing for 600. Get up to that round number. If you haven't already, hit that sub button. We are inching closer to 436,600. Oh my gosh. This is insane. The amount of bots. I am sorry about the bots flooding this channel. It is annoying and I don't know. Pisses me off, that's for sure. Ostigard is literally just holding the ball with no one around him. Norway having to work quickly. There's Odegaard playing it over. As we can hear the road chants from the Norwegian faithful. Odegaard with it. So shifty on the rock. Oh, what a move. Still with it. Sorloth dishes it over. Entering the dangerous territory. Deflected, however. Norway retains possession. Trying to get any sort of momentum. Odegaard floating one in. Pickford runs out and scoops it up out of harm's way. Row, 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 row. That's awesome. I love that. I love that. Get the bots out. Spam B. This is so annoying. Gosh. Oh, it's getting worse. What did we do, Dylan? What did we do? The bots have taken over. Quick throw in. Harry Kane now in an attacking territory has to cut back. Gordon is tackled hard. And a foul will be drawn. And Ryerson is up in arms after the tackle on Gordon, trying to wave off that it was clean. Want to get another look because he came in strong. Yeah, I mean, the angle's tough. The angle's tough. I think he did get a little bit of ball there, but a lot of body. Free kick for England, 32nd minute. Declan Rice to take this one. Probably not in a shot territory considering how far deep it is and then how far away on the width side it is from the net. Rice plays it into the mixer, headed out right around the top of the box. No one bringing it down quite yet. As England will get back possession. Declan Rice now in the midfield. Swings out left. Rice still with it. High pressure by Norway. And we'll just reset Gahey now. And England slows things up like they've been doing for this entire match. Do you think we see a goal in this first half? I'm not sure. Not a lot of chances. Even the set pieces that England has had haven't been great. Norway's defending them well. It's one of those things that once they open the floodgates, I think they're going to punch in a couple. But Norway just needs that one chance. That's all they really need is that one little piece of life because they can be so dangerous. England gets out of the high press. Not quite, however. They'll play it back. Konza now. Working Anderson all the way back. Haaland in the box. Pickford runs out. Ooh, that was dangerous. That was dangerous. Haaland with a late reaction. Had he been a little bit quicker. Oh, my gosh. Anthony Gordon working on Ryerson. Ryerson gets his get back on him. Odegaard now with it. Odegaard really the craftsman of this team. Ryerson near side wing is dragged down by Gordon. Gets it right back. No foul being called. Is able to keep possession. That was an athletic move by him. Norway will just kind of reset and establish themselves. Gain a little possession. See what the poll thinks. We got a handful of votes. 8,000 votes. Wow. Holy cow. 52% favoring Norway in our poll. This has been a pretty sluggish start for Norway, I'd say. They just haven't really found their footing on the ball. This is one of the longest times I've seen them be able to control any bit of possession. Ryerson on this near side wing on the right side. Had some space, didn't take it. Decided just to drop it over to Odegaard. Odegaard walking with it, receives it right back. Ostigard. Over, just working the center backs is Hegem. Now Wolf. Left wing now is Norway. And they will just reset once again this time. Berg over to Odegaard, switching over back to the right side. Norway flags flooding into the chat. Odegaard now swings over Ryerson. Ryerson right wing. Real chance on the play-in. Crosses up. Haaland's up header! Saved by Pickford. Went right at that bright orange kit. That was the chance for the 6'5 Haaland. He doesn't get it. Kane now has it. Is tripped up from behind. No foul being called. Quick counter chance. Odegaard has it in the attack. Playing in. Shot is up and in! Oh, no, it's not. Out. Oh, I thought that was in. Oh, it was in. That was? That was in? What just happened? What just happened? Kane got tripped up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Schjedlerup just with a rifle. What a goal. I thought it was in at first and the ball came out. He put that much pace on it. Oh my gosh. Ooh, I don't know. Probably a foul. Probably a foul. I don't think you can. Schjedlerup. Oh my gosh. I got such a... What a finish off the post. Off the post. What a goal. Holy cow. So much pace right over the extended arm of Pickford. I thought it hit the side netting. I was so confused. Wow, I'm blind. I might need some glasses. That was a rocket. That was an absolute rocket. Schjedlerup. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That was crazy. There's a huge stoppage though just to kind of keep an eye on everything because Kane was tripped up. And they decided, all right, no foul. Norway leads 1-0 over England. Could this be the upset of the World Cup? Holy. England's their piss is going to be hot though. They've dominated possession, but I just said, if Norway, they just need that chance, that little bit of life, and they showed. It doesn't need to be Odegaard. It doesn't need to be Haaland. Ball in the mixer though. As Nyland is able to recover it, pick it up. Bellingham was tripped up in the box. No foul. Let him play. Let the kids play. Wow. That caught me so off guard. That caught me so off guard. Schjedlerup with some space to work with. However, he drilled O'Reilly on bringing that ball down. It'll be free kick for England right around midfield. That's on O'Reilly. He's flying in like, come on. Wow. Yeah, I want more goals. I want more goals. The match momentum is crazy. It's been England all the way, and for the briefest moment, there comes Norway. Row! 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 This is nuts. Here's Anthony Gordon left wing. Can England come back in this first half? As Gordon drags down Ryerson. Those two have been a little chippy. They've been going at it today. Yeehaw, this match is on fire. Absolutely. It took a while. It took about 35 minutes for us to really get some juice in it. But now we got it. England seems fired up. Norway has a goal. Only 3 shots in this one. Both the opportunities for Norway have been on net. However, that's the difference. This ball is in the box. Schjedlerup gets a left foot on it just over the net. Oh my, what a chance on the left foot. Ball still bouncing, a little half volley. Whip that around O'Reilly. Wow. Oh, they're knocking. They're knocking. This team is dangerous once they get in these attacking chances. Pickford heavily pressured. Errant pass, and it's Norway again. Schjedlerup with it, right wing. Odegaard now, top box, left-footed low shot. Pickford gets his mitts on it and dives on it for security. Good save by Jordan Pickford. Odegaard tried to slip that one by him. Pickford says, not today. Good save there by the keeper. But Norway is knocking. They're putting some pressure. It has been all Norway the last 6 minutes after 33 minutes of England with the ball. We're almost to 600, 3 away from a nice round 100. Come on, hit that sub button if you haven't already. That's been a fun 10 minutes. Makes up for the first 30. 5 minutes until we realize how much stoppage time. Probably a little more, I'd say upwards of 5, maybe 6 minutes just due to the goal and the quote-unquote review that they didn't really do when Kane got... I don't know. In real time, it looked clean, the tackle. I could see how he was tripped up from behind, but I like to let them play.
I mean, you got to play on.
I like to let
England.
them play. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, even if you think it's a foul. 1 away from a nice round 600. Odegaard just plays one deep, letting Haaland run onto it. Stones is on Haaland, just drops Gahey in the process, and Stones goes out of bounds. Norway gets the throw in the presence of, there it is. The presence of Haaland is just menacing. We are over 600. Keep those subs coming. We are fine. We've gained like 70 this stream. Let's go. We are not able to show the game. Just a heads up. If you love number 9, and no, not J.J. McCarthy. I'll say it again, because I hate him. I don't like J.J. McCarthy. Erling Haaland, that is. Spam those 9s. If you think he's going to score, spam those 9s. It was Schjedlerup. I think that's how you say it. Schjedlerup? Schjedlerup is the one who scored. It was a rocket off the right foot. Caught everybody, but it caught everybody sleeping. Kane was tripped up, nearing midfield. Norway turned around quickly. Odegaard played it out wide left and, took care of the rest. Ever since that goal, England has looked rattled. They've gone away from what was working with that possession. Norway has put on a little bit more pressure. And it's showing right now. Anthony Gordon, space left wing. Cuts in with the right, going to just take his time. Anderson now. About 10 yards from the box. Gahey, middle of the field. Anderson again. It's no channels are open. Norway is clogging everything defensively. The frustration growing late in this first half. 43rd minute of play. Gahey pressured, having to dribble his way out of this jam. Declan Rice gets it away just for a moment. That would have been another deep run there by Schjedlerup. Jude having to track back. We can't show the game because of broadcasting rights. Fox would be very mad at us. Norway gets it back. Here goes Berg. Odegaard floats it. Schjedlerup has space to work with. One-on-one. Enters the top of the box. Gets it on his left. Left-footed shot is deflected and Pickford collects it. Schjedlerup needs to rip that easy. Schjedlerup needs to go quick. He had space and time, but he took too much time. Gosh. You need that shot there. England now. Over is Madueke. Madueke in some threatening territory. Enters the box. Plays it in. Headed away. Nyland was coming out to make the play, but Hegem just heads that one out. It's going to be a corner kick. Probably a smart header knowing that he had it because Nyland probably would have just parried it back into the top of the boxy area. Corner kick for England, 45th minute. We're getting close. Time in the Buckeye. What's going on? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Corner for England, trailing 1-0. They've been trailing before. They trailed by 1 for nearly 70 minutes against the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Declan Rice to take this corner with his right foot. O'Reilly standing right next to Nyland inside the 6. Ball is up right around the 6. Going to be deflected back over to Rice. And there was a foul or offsides, I believe. Offsides, yes. Rice was still... Jude hasn't looked great. He hasn't touched the ball a lot. Yeah, there's offsides. O'Reilly got it right back. Here's the second look at Schjedlerup's shot right off the left foot. And a beautiful rip. I mean, right over Pickford's hand, off the bar. So much power. And got a nice little piggyback ride as well. Not even a piggyback ride. He got carried on his shoulders. And then we row. We'll row at halftime. 4 minutes of added time. Good ball being played. Here comes Gordon. Right at the touchline. Tries to play it around. Ostigard is out of bounds. It's not a great touch. He had it. Goal kick for Norway. Harry Kane looks rattled. Jude Bellingham looks rattled. The Three Lions are struggling. They've had a lot of possession, but it's gone to nothing. Anderson has it. Gordon with space, left wing. Cuts back. Pass over Bellingham. Inside the box. Left-footed shot is in! Jude Bellingham, his 3rd goal in 2 games. The equalizer. What a strike in the added time in the first half. Goal England! What a play by Jude. Holy cow, he has had a tremendous World Cup. He was struggling so far. But wow, he rises up. The man playing for Real Madrid, one of the biggest clubs in all the world, showing out on the biggest stage. And that, Dylan, is exactly what England needed to close out this first half. It's going to be a fun one. We're tied 1-1. Norway struck first. England strikes back. Jude Bellingham falling down, slips it around Nyland. With a defender in his face in just inches. Just inches. Ooh-wee. Jude Bellingham. Is that his 5th? 5th goal of this World Cup. The tandem of Bellingham and Kane have combined for 11 of the goals the Three Lions have so far. Momentum has changed here in Miami. High press by Norway after giving it up on the kickoff. And here goes Bellingham again. Space to work with. Tracked back by Schjedlerup. Kane has it now. Rips a deep shot. And Nyland dives down and gets his hand on it. Woo. Risky look, but it's Harry Kane. He can do it. Just testing Nyland. Wow. This is fun. This has been a fun 20 minutes. Since that start. Looks like we're entering the final minute of added time. Nyland really just going to take his time as well. We'll recap at the break. Bellingham gets it back. Maybe one more chance for England. Gordon has some space down the left wing. Lots of green grass in front of him. He's going to slow it up. Let his guys get near. Probably the last chance of this first half. Clock ticking. 15 seconds until 49th minute. Here's Rice. Rice to Bellingham. Bellingham over to Kane. 1-on-1. And it's in. But offsides. Offsides call on the field. And it looked like he was. Harry Kane's not fast. And he definitely had a step. Let's get another look here. Yes, offsides. Good call. The play was there, a beautiful chip, but was offsides. But man, oh man, England is knocking. They have every ounce of momentum right now as we are about to head to the break. And there it is. There is the halftime whistle. Oh my goodness. This last 15 minutes, it was electric. It was electric soccer, electric quarterfinal soccer. Both teams proving why they belong at this stage. Schjedlerup got things going, 36-minute strike, and then Jude Bellingham in extra time, in the added time. What a move he made. Falling down with the left foot. I was going to row, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to row right now. Honestly, we were moments away, Dylan. I was going to talk about how Norway just played that perfectly. They sat in their defense, let the things come to them, and then when they had their chance, they took it and had a lead. And that would have been the case, and it would have been a very frustrating half for England. But if you're England, I mean, you have to be, you're fired up now. You brought it back to even. Every ounce of momentum's on your side because right there, what they showed is Harry Kane is going to be dangerous at any point in this one. So it's been fun. Go down in the comments, though. I know that first 30 was a little rough, but what's the grade? Originally, I was thinking a D. 30 minutes went by, and I was like, this is a snoozer. That was a fun 15. I'm going not quite an A, just because of how it started. I'll go B+. I think the goals were very strong, very good goals. I think there's a lot of passion being played from both sides. So I'm liking it. Go ahead, though. Grade it.
I'd have to agree with you. It would be plus. I mean, the action in the first half, I felt like it all came in the final 15.
Mm-hmm.
And then the goals just started raining. And that's what we look for.
Yeah.
I know these sides don't particularly want to see a bunch of goals. They want to just win this game out. But for the fan, this is a game for them.
It is. Sorry, I just need to replenish some water. I was getting thirsty there.
Also say really quick first half.
Quick first half, not a lot of fouls, and they didn't add too much stoppage time after the goals. Last few minutes were only good. I mean, it was about 15, I'd say, because then Norway went on the attack right around the 35. It was the 36th minute, and then we had 4 minutes of stoppage time. So we got a good stretch, about a third, and I think the excitement there far outweighed how boring the first start was.
Well, going into the 20th minute, there was only really one shot at all. So the fact that they ended the half with, we'll pull it up here.
My mom says a B. I think that's a fair grade. Ooh.
They're the stats. I mean, England's had most of the possession, but
yeah.
The chances that have been created have been more on Norway's side.
So by the way, if you don't remember, I did select Jude Bellingham taking more on his shots on target. Check to that if you decided to follow along with my prize picks lineup. My first of 3 have succeeded. And again, you'll be able to catch Dylan and I later this evening. We're on for Argentina and Switzerland, so if you can't get enough of us now, you might as well keep enjoying the soccer. So we'll roll. No, Kane did not score because he was called offsides. He was just about a knee, his knee down was offsides, just a step ahead.
His arm was ahead.
Yeah.
And the run-up was there. The play was there for him to finish.
Absolutely.
He just went too early.
All right, let's have some Super Chat fun. I want to go find this Viking helmet. If we get a, honestly, $10 Super Chat, I will go run out and find that Viking helmet and try and will this Norway squad to a semifinals in the World Cup. $10 Super Chat, and I will go find the Viking helmet. Now, if we get a $50, I'll also get the Viking helmet, and I'll also grab a beer and a beer bong. Have a little halftime beer bong. So $10 to get the Viking helmet, $50 for both, the combo, the combination. Maybe we get it for free. I kind of want to wear it. I think it'd be fun. Ooh. Yes, we are doing the other match later tonight. That will go live at 7:45. Similar to this one, 15 minutes before kickoff. It's Dylan and I again for Argentina and Switzerland. And we were talking earlier, and it's like, man, I really do think Argentina will win favorably. But Argentina in this group, or in the knockout round, they haven't looked great. They trailed Egypt 2-0 and had to go a miraculous 3 goals in 13 minutes at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And, oh my gosh, Twitter was having a field day with that too. I felt so bad. My Falcons community was not having it, knowing that was at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Those poor guys, they'll never live that one down until they win a Super Bowl. But Switzerland was in honestly the most boring match of the World Cup. It was 120 minutes of 0-0 ball against Colombia, and so many people were thinking Colombia. And there was like 5 total shots. There was a guy that came off the bed. It was Campas, I think, and he had one, maybe 12 yards away, and just skied it. It was wide open. It was rough. It went to pens, and pens is always interesting because you get the dramatics. But I was on that one. I think that was Tuesday, and then did France and Morocco. So I've been in the booth here a lot with the headset doing these live streams. They're a lot of fun. You're gonna cry if England loses. I'll get ready to tear up, buddy. You're gonna tear up real good. Oh, so we've seen a lot of this Fox crew, the pre, half, and post with Zlatan, Thierry Henry, and of course Alexi Lalas. I'm curious in the chat, what are your thoughts on Alexi Lalas? Because it is really funny that he just gets blamed by everybody. He just seems so stuck up. I got bad news to report. I have very, very bad news to report. Where would it be? The Viking hat, the Viking helmet that we're looking for to throw on my dome we don't know. It's MIA, missing in action. And I want to wear it. I want to be a Viking for a brief moment. I wish I had one of those fake beards too. When's Leif Erikson Day? If you've ever watched SpongeBob, let's find out. Find out together. Happy Leif Erikson Day, October 9th. Okay. Dinga-dinga-durgan. Dang it. That's unfortunate. We can't find it. We cannot find it. I don't know where the Viking helmet is. I really don't, and it's sad. I'm going to have to eat that sandwich, shoot. I'm getting hungry. All right, hey, we got this. I don't know what his name is, but he says if England loses, I'm going to eat mustard, which I hate. Okay. Let's hold him to it. Oh, no, I got to find the Viking helmet. I don't know where it is. We don't know where it is. Yeah, I'll go. There's stuff in B, right? All right. I'm going to let Dylan run the ship for a little bit. I'm going to go look for this helmet. Hopefully it's somewhere. I'll go ask around my the community as well because we really need this. That's my dad, by the way, sending in that chat. So shout out Pops. Shout out Pops. All right, Dylan, I'll be right back.
Turn the mic on. There we go. Who you guys got? England or Norway? Wow. There we go. You got to play around with the audio a little bit. England going to lose 2-4. I mean, if we get, that's 4 more goals for each team in the end? Yeah, 4 more goals in the second half. I'd be for it. Haaland is not overrated. I don't know why people would say that. England lose 99-1. Yeah, the Haaland slander is not tolerated. It's very split right now between who you guys have. I mean, just going at the end of the half, I think England found something within themselves. But we'll have to see how this ends up playing out. because the first part of the half, it was kind of dead. There wasn't really much going on. England was being very conservative with their ball movement. And then Norway was the one that just couldn't really get the ball. And then once they finally did, it did result in a questionable goal for England's viewpoint because Harry Kane did fall to the ground and there was no stoppage in play. But that's why you got to keep playing on. Norway 2-1 win. Yeah, Erling Haaland has been the story of the World Cup, and I think it's because people don't really know who he was before. Like, if you're an American fan, like, you know the name Haaland, but this is the guy that's like the new goal-scoring leader and has taken over the soccer world, really. A penalty shootout would be crazy if that's what it ended up resulting. But also, guys, help us out, help the channel out. We're on our way to 437,000. So hit that subscribe button if you want more World Cup watch parties, because we'll keep giving them to you. And yeah, we just don't have the World Cup. We have the NFL, the NBA. So subscribe today and join the Chat Sports family. Haaland scores the next 2 goals. Yeah, he hasn't scored yet. I don't think it'll be much longer till he finds the back of the net, though. It's going to happen. It's just when. Last game against Brazil, it came down to the stretch, and Haaland just goes through with the brace in the final minutes. We could see something similar to that. I will say England's a lot more talented than Brazil, though. If England loses, I'm eating toothpaste. Wow, you guys are really putting it all on the line for England. Who's better, in my opinion, between Dara and Nemo?
I got bad news. Bad news. I can't find this thing. I can't find it. I looked in every studio. I looked in we have like a costume thing. I don't really know what it is. Costume bins. I couldn't find it, and I'm sorry. That's unfortunate. Ah, dang it! I really wanted that helmet. That would have been cool. Norway's gonna win just because they couldn't find the helmet. We need to get Seeps on the horn. Ask him where this is.
I don't think he even knows.
He doesn't know? Oh, darn.
It was on like our desk for a very long time.
Dang it. Who would have moved a Viking helmet? Oh well. Who is the best player in the world? Let us know down below. It's probably Kylian Mbappe. He's so good. His presence, his ability, his maturity in the game ever since even just coming onto the scene, especially in this World Cup in 2018. He's just gotten so much better, which is crazy. He was elite then, was elite in 22, and is still on top of everything. So I'm going Kylian Mbappe as the current best player in the world. It is kind of crazy how good Messi still is. But, yeah. I don't understand that. I don't understand how, at his age, 39, and the fact that he plays in the MLS, he's still just dominating, scoring every game. Doesn't matter. He's not real. He is programmed strictly for football, and that is it. And that's okay, honestly. That's how. It's kind of how it operates. That looks like a party in Norway when they scored. Oh, here's a good ball. They're recapping the match so far. There's where Jude just took the touch around, bagged it in. But it was a good 20 minutes. This match is currently in Miami, Florida, at Hard Rock Stadium. Yeah, because the campus, the U is at Coral Gables, right? Yeah. Miami, Florida, Hard Rock, the big 305. Huh? I am not eating toothpaste. I did not agree to that. You can't tell me what to do. Yeah, I know. And Norway did get waxed by France, which is interesting, but they seem to have adjusted their game. They took down a very solid Brazil team. They beat them. That's why they're in this position, when they were very much counted out of this position. Next World Cup, yes, the 2030 World Cup is in Saudi Arabia. And I think a lot of stadium building is being done. I think it'll be held more in a consolidated area rather than spread across Canada, U.S., and Mexico like this one was. But I honestly liked this World Cup. Was fun. There was you got to see all the cultures from the three host nations. And we're underway, though, for half number 2 of England and Norway. And first touch goes out of bounds, so be a throw-in for the Englishmen. I forgot they have to change the name because they call it Miami Stadium. They don't do it by their brand name or NFL name. So can I not call the semifinal Jerry World? It feels like 99. Oh my gosh. Here's Anthony Gordon working on Ryerson. Gordon dishes over. Kane is trampled a couple yards outside the box. Free kick for England just 2 minutes, or not even a minute into this one in the second half. Yeah, Berg just kneed him right in the back of the leg. So free kick for England in a very promising spot. Kane already took one. He skied it earlier. Big moment right here. Kane's going to walk away from this one. Looks like they're going to allow Maduke to take it. Or excuse me, this is Eze. Eze checking on into the second half. Eberechi Eze is currently on the ball. Kane comes back over. And it really looks like Eze is going to be the kick taker here. 4-man wall, guy low as well for Norway. Here comes Eze. Off the right foot, shot is up, deflected. He'll go out for a corner kick. Oh, that was off an Englishman. Oh, wow. Knocking it off your own teammate. Goal kick, though. Played back to Nyland. Pressure up here by Eze. Deep ball. Haaland gets ahead on it now. Swarm of England defenders come in. Ball still just in the air. No one bringing it down quite yet. And it's going to be Norway now. Haaland in a little scrap. Ref telling them to stop. That was Haaland, I believe Stones. Or maybe Anderson. I think that was Anderson. Haaland kind of tossed him, too. That was funny. that was Anderson, Elliot Anderson, those are teammates over at City. Just getting a little chippy with each other. They practice enough together, they're probably pissed off at each other. Norway just trying to command any sort of possession early in this second half after really just not having the ball in the first outside of a couple attacking chances. One, of course, very successful in that first half off the foot of Schjedlerup. Here goes left wing. Norway with it. Dragged down on a place. Very strong defending efforts. Bukayo Saka checked in for England. Didn't start, which was interesting. He's had a very strong showing in the World Cup so far. So a couple substitutions made by England early, as Saka now at that right wing spot. Ball played back to Nyland. High pressured by Eze, and he's just going to boot it deep. Force Pickford to come out. A little bit of goalie wars between the keepers. Bellingham. Oh my gosh, what a move. Made him silly. Swing pass over. Here's Saka. Saka over to Anderson. Anderson will just reset. Saka now cutting in with his left. Drop it back over to Anderson in the midfield. England with a promising possession right now. Konza. Crossfield. Gahey. Gordon drops it down. O'Reilly deep in this Norwegian defense. Swarmed by defenders. Gets it stolen. And working the other way is Sorloth. Finds Haaland midfield. Not a great pass. Eze collects it back for England. Here's a counter. 3-on-5 break. Eze, swing it wide. Saka. Right wing, entering the box. Cuts in with the left. Shot deflected. And Norway has it. Looks to get out of this threatening territory. And just resetting through their back line are the Norwegians. After a real promising look there by Saka as he entered the box. Just had his shot deflected once he cut back. Sorloth, right wing, enters the box. Right foot high, and Pickford get a hand on that? Went over the net, and it looked like Jordan Pickford tipped it up and over. Sorloth had some space there. I feel like that, I don't know what he was trying to do. Yeah, Pickford just makes sure for security to get that one out of that. You want to be smart. Broadcast said how it was probably over, and I agree. I think that one was, but you can't be too careful. That was close. Very, very close. Real chance for Norway right here. Pickford trying to command his troops. Arms up. Lefty kick is up. It's near post. Headed away by Harry Kane. And Ryerson has it still with Norway. Going to float one back into the mixer. Haaland gets a head on it. Pickford dives low to save it out. We are not allowed to show the match due to broadcasting rights. That was a good ball by Ryerson. And Haaland just, again, finding himself in solid positioning. Pickford punching that one out for another corner kick, though, for this Norway side. Haaland's had a couple chances with his noggin. Thank you, Money Chair. Fox Sports is the only network that will actually have the broadcasted stream for the game play. Ryerson will take this. He really has had a very strong game because the shot that Schjedlerup scored was just a rocket. Let's check it out. 54th minute. Ryerson to take the corner. Some shoving going on in the box. Ball is up, floated in. Still bouncing around, tipped by a couple guys. I'm not sure who had the last touch. Pickford pleading his case, but this will go out for another corner kick. Third really consecutive. Yeah, that was off Stones' head. Last man to touch it. Three lines having to play quite a lot of defense consecutively. Another corner for Norway. I believe Martin Odegaard is the one to take this. Odegaard, the lefty. Haaland is being very fit. He just tossed a guy down. Ball is up. Ball still in the box. Pickford want to save it. It's in. Tipped it in. Hegum plays the poacher. Gets it off the hands of Pickford. And Norway strikes again. Norway's in the lead. 2-1. Go Norway! Row! 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 Oh my word! What a crazy sequence! Haaland tossed someone down. Ball was up, bouncing around. Pickford makes the save. But Hegum, with the left foot, the last man, the right place, the right time. Here it is. Oh my. Yeah, he's a little bit of flop in there by Anderson. Two guys go up for it. Sorrell off the first one. Oh. Is it because Pickford got a... Yeah, he got a touch on it. So deflected shot and then... Yeah. Wow. Let's see. Who was originally? Is that Berg? Berg got the shot deflected. Pickford made the save. And Hegum. Wow. Get those rows in the chat. Get those rows in the chat. Let's start rowing. 700, almost 800 strong. Let's start rowing. Who's that guy that's going to eat mustard? Get ready to eat some mustard. Yeah, they're going to review for penalties. This could be interesting. Or for offsides. Or they're reviewing Haaland just... Are they going to... Oh, they can't. Don't do it. Uh-oh. It looks like they might be taking this back. Norway looks frustrated. Yep. Foul on Erling Haaland in the box. Could not control his aggression. Foul on Haaland. No goal. Erling Haaland pretty much just negated the goal for Norway. Because he's full-on shoved Anderson. That's two arms and that's extended. Maybe a little bit of acting, but you cannot extend. It's too obvious. Oh, they took it back. They took it back. That's going to be huge. Wow. I don't know. But they're redoing the corner. Let's have some chaos. All right. Martin Odegaard is going back to take another corner. We've had about 5 minutes since the goal happened. It got taken back. Oh, wow. Norway stacking all their guys on the back corner of the goal. They're changing up their look. And now they change it. Haaland needs to control his temper. Odegaard puts his boot into it. Curling in. Ball still in the box. And it looks as if Bellingham's able to collect it and get this one. Great tackle. And that might stay with Norway. That is, what a tackle by Schjedlerup. Oh my gosh. Keeps that in the defending, or the attack. And now Ryerson is down and looks hurt, not getting up, sitting there in pain. He's had a very solid outing so far. And as the starting right back, a very nerve-wracking situation if you're Norway, having to make some changes to your back line. Very weird start to this second half. As Ryerson looks shaken up. He is on his feet now. He was just laying down for a while. I don't know. As Frederick Arsnes is getting, he's going to walk off, and he is walking very gingerly. I don't know what happened. They haven't shown us any replay, but I think there is going to be, absolutely a substitution. Fox Sports has the actual gameplay if you want to watch it, but really appreciate all the 750 in here right now, making this all possible. In comes Arsnes. 4 subs remaining for Norway. Is that their first sub, I believe? Yeah. So change it right back. Something to look out for, because that's been Anthony Gordon going to work there. He's had a very solid outing so far, so probably more attention on that side of the field if you're England on the attack. Bellingham gets it stolen away, and here goes Norway now. Sorloth trying to get on it. Not great ball. O'Reilly runs to it, and Gahey just clears it. And Kane tracking all the way back inside the box to aid this defense on England. Such a smart player, and he has, tuned his game the older he's gotten to still be able to be so dominant. Ball is up, pinging around. Sorloth now with it, right wing. Some space to work with. Arsnes, who just checked in, has the rock. Patient play here by the Norwegians. Norway definitely have had more possession here in this half than England, and it's definitely much more than the first half. And it looks like Norway just resetting things, slowing things up. They're not trying to force anything. Neither of these sides want to be punished on the counter, which, these are very two good counterattack teams. That's how England got their goal. In fact, and actually, that's how Norway scored theirs. Both teams have really scored on just quick turnaround counterattack plays. I understand VAR is annoying, and a lot of times it is questionable, and things happen in a way that you really just are confused. I feel like as you got to make that call. You saw Haaland just toss him to the ground. Like, that is a foul. Scoreboard is 1-1. That is the score right now. I don't know why we need to change it. A little slower pace of play right now. But in the meantime, if you haven't hit that thumbs up button, do us a solid. Big old thumbs up. It's free, it's easy, and it helps us. Norway trying to work with some pace now. Arsnes, right wing, cuts it back. Using his options, it's Odegaard. Odegaard, the lefty, working his strong foot, just takes a break and passes over to Berg. Arsnes outside. Right side of the box here. And now tracking back right wing. Norway still in the attack, just slow. Slow pace of play as Odegaard works towards midfield. About 10 yards outside the box. Flicking one over, trying to get Sorloth. Keeps it in bounds. No. Late call there. Goal kick coming up for England. How many likes are we at? We pump that number up? That's not bad. It's not bad. We can do better. 433 total likes. There's over 600 people on the stream. I'm no mathematician, but a thumbs up goes a long way. Well, ever since the goal overturned, things have slowed up. There's a foul here right at midfield, and Jude Bellingham's going to try and play it quickly, and Haaland just deflects it. He seems to be getting frustrated. He's gotten his head in the mixer a couple times. Hasn't touched the ball with his feet a lot. Like I know that's not really his gameplay. Like, he's not a heavy dribbler unless he's in the breakaway, but I really have only seen him make like a handful of passes. Deep ball, Anthony Gordon. Can he save it too far? And just misses flipping over into all the cameramen. I mean, they're far enough away, but if you're on, like, if it's a big collision, what was it? Tim Ream almost face planted into it against Belgium. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. I mean, I feel like if you get a goal overturned, your morale isn't down. You should be fired up. You should have a little passion to play for. But, I mean, that overall sequence was wild within the box with the shove, just the deflections and everything. And seeing Hegem as for all of 1 minute as a goal scorer, as a defender, was very interesting. Here goes Gordon. Left wing. Enters the box on the left side. Good move. Has space near the touchline. Floats one in high. Kane has it on his foot. Good defense by Norway. To clear it out of harm's way was Schjedlerup, who cleared it out. That was solid recovery defense by Schjedlerup right on Kane. Kane had it on his strong foot. 67th minute of play. We're probably nearing that hydration break within the next 2 or 3. We'll keep you posted on that. But we know how quickly things can change after that break. That's what we saw in the first half. After the hydration break, both teams really had it. And I know Norway had a chance, and Norway scored overturned, but be very interesting. Antonio Nusa looks to be warming up for Norway. Probably at the next stoppage. Yeah, substitutions will be made. Nusa is the one to come in for Norway. And he checks in for Sorloth. Oscar Bob, that's an awesome name. They're also going to call for the hydration break as these substitutions come on. So we'll update who is on the pitch for the final 23 minutes. Obviously, a couple more substitutions will probably happen as this goes on. But, man, in that first 20 minutes, Norway was knocking on that door. We'll be back in just a moment. I got to remind you, though, of our friends over at Prize Picks. Today's stream is made possible by Prize Picks. The World Cup. It's fun. It's here. It's been awesome for the last month and a half. If you haven't watched, if this is your first game watching, you've missed out on so much fun. But the thing is, you can cash in with Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 sports pick app and is the best place to win cash while watching sports. We got a code. We always have a code. That's what we do here at Chat Sports. Code HMA. Get $50 in lineups instantly when you play that first $5 lineup. I made a lineup for today. I took Jude Bellingham, his more on shots on target. That was a goblin, so not too risky, but check mark to that one. We green. Lionel Messi, I got him with the moron goals. He scored in every match so far. I think he's going to do it again. And then, of course, Conor McGregor to last more than 5 minutes, which can be a long time. Make sure you download that PrizePicks app today with the link in the comments and the description and use code HMA to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. One more time, that's code HMA to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, it is good to be right. Alrighty, let's reel it in. We're in the home stretch. We are in the home stretch of this World Cup quarterfinal. One team advances. One team goes home. Both teams incredible stories. We got 3 lions dressed up. You know, it's England, as you would. And what's something so interesting about what I've seen these two nations do in the World Cup is be able to adapt from moments where they didn't look great. And that's what England did. Their second match of the World Cup in the group stage, Group L. They drew Ghana. And it's like, really? England? Like, this is supposed to be one of their better squads they've had in recent World Cup settings. And they drew Ghana. And yes, Ghana, no, you don't draw Ghana. But they figured it out. They also were trailing the Congo. Had a very dicey situation in Estadio Azteca against Mexico, where they had to play with 10 men for the last 30-plus minutes. Almost 40, probably, with the way stoppage time worked. And then with Norway, what they've been able to do. They got destroyed by France. And it was like, okay, they're the fun, cute story. I think they'll advance. But what they've done, once getting to the knockout round, is show they belong. And that's what they did. They brought it to Brazil. They didn't let the game come to them. They took it to Brazil. And it's why they're taking England into such a tight-knit contest so far. It's been fun to watch. It's been fun to watch both these two get to this stage. And here we go, Dylan. Home stretch. Winner takes on the winner of tonight's match, Argentina and Switzerland. And don't worry, we have got you covered with that one. We're running it back tonight. Yes, Norway's goal was overturned. Erling Haaland pushed off. What a fool. It's like Michael Jordan. Jordan pushed off. We almost got 10,000 votes. And 53% polling Norway. I like it. Only 12 total shots in this one. It's just been a very methodical gameplay. And kind of like I mentioned before the hydration break, possession, Norway has gotten their numbers up because it was bad. It was very bad in the first half, so it is still inflated from how bad it was. They've done a lot better of a job controlling the ball, and it looks like they've put some pressure here on England's back line. Pickford just having to one-touch kick that one out. That was a good clearance. Norway now has it. And just resetting play into their back line. Odegaard dishes it left and just collects it back in the midfield. And this is the possession Norway really needed to establish themselves at. They're working their back line, just trying to pick their way through and collect as much as possible. Give their guys up top a little bit of a breather. All the way back to Nyland. Kane with some light pressure. Near side here is Hegem. Hegem is just going to wait, not even move at all. Oh, they're doing the row? Oh, they're... Ooh! Woo! Woo! All right, back to it. Odegaard has it, dishes it back to Nyland. He still has it. Kane is stepping up. And deep ball, bad ball, but one back by Norway. They are just playing in their defense right now, passing amongst their defenders. It's a little dangerous because England has crept up, but this is what they want. They want a chance to get Oscar Bob on that right wing running. Bad ball, though. One back. Here's Eze for England, left wing. Dishing it backwards, and here goes Konza. Konza, right side. Saka now, right wing. Deep in this Norway attack. Drops it back over. Flings it in. Not a great cross there. I feel like that should have been a shot. I agree with what you were saying. And now here comes Norway on the counter. Here comes Arsenal. Slows it up. Oscar Bob in the box, right around the 6. Get rid of it. Get it off your foot. Oh my gosh. He took too many touches. He got it in the box. He's got to rip that one. Oscar Bob, what are you doing? Yes, Haaland is a tank. He is built honestly, yeah, I think that'd be a good call. Like a tall linebacker. He's 6'4", 6'5". Left wing is Nusa. One of the exchanges for deep cross. Looking for Haaland. Too shallow on it. Ball spattered around. Bob drops it. Haaland with that strong left foot. Floats it to Berg. Berg too short on it. Nusa now. Right outside the box. Quick 1-2 play. Nusa has it back. Left side. Tries to cut in. Good defense there by Konza. Flicks it out. Corner kick, though, for Norway. Norway with the corner. 75th minute of play. Row. Row. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Spam your rows. Like this video if you want Norway to score this. Berg is going to be the kick taker. Patrick Berg. Very strong playmaker for this side. Right foot on this left side of the field. Left corner. And another word with Haaland by the head official. Haaland needs to relax. You'll have your moment. Patrick Berg. To take it off his right foot. Ball is played. High floating ball. Pickford batters it out. Here's Arson. One touch. Pinged around. Headers off the crossbar. Right at the top of the box. Haaland gets a foot on it and it goes out of bounds. Oh my gosh. Ostigard had an awesome chance and his header went off the crossbar. Look how high that ball was. And too much crowd for Pickford. Not a great shot, but man, he got drilled there. Yeah, bouncing shot. And then good flick header just right off the bar. And here it comes. And yeah, that's a pen. That should be a foul. Ball is in play. That was Sander Berge, a Fulham midfielder who got just drilled, had a chance. He had his man boxed, and, well, here we go. As he throwing it in for England left wing, now right around the midfield. Here's Saka, right wing. Cuts in with the left. Reece James plays it into the mixer, headed away by Norway. Eze with Arsenal on his back. Cuts it back around, plays it over to James. James taking his time with the right foot. Saka now, right wing. Entering that Norwegian territory. Cuts around, left foot deflected. And Haaland just tackles Gay on that one. I swear, he puts people in the dirt so many times. Reece James dishes it left. That's Anderson. Eze now, left wing, quick float. Looks for Kane. Good header away by Hegem. He looks like he's limping a little bit too. I could be wrong. Eze swinging over midfield. Now Saka. Saka just going to take his time, and that is just what this English side has done so many times. Stone is playing very high. Saka, there's the ball in. Oh my gosh! Woo! I had a crashing man on the back post. Nyland let that one go. It looked like it almost had just enough curl. Oh my, wow. Elliot Anderson. Elliot Anderson. How close was that? Oh, just a hair. Good ball. Very solid ball. And Norway on the attack. Haaland with it right now. Drops it back. Bad pass. Gets it back, however. Nusa was pleading his case over in the left wing. He was wide open. We are currently at our office and studios and headquartered Chat Sports here in Dallas. That was a close call. Norway just going to work their back line here, but they are pushing upfield a little bit. The world rankings heading into this World Cup, Norway was ranked 31st, and here they are battling it out in a 1-1 thriller with the 4th-ranked team and all the nation, or all the country. Yikes. Oscar Bob, right wing. Quick pass in over. It's just slow play right now. Berg played it back over to Bob. Bob still has it. England is playing some very poised defense right now. Arsenin drops it on back to the Norway defense. They look like they're going to flip fields. And they will. Now it's Nusa, left wing. Still not in too much of a threatening chance, but here he goes. Getting close to the box. Right foot. Floats it high. No one could get a head on it. Cleared away, however, by O'Reilly. So solid defending by the English so far on these last few minutes as Norway has really just controlled the pace of play and possession. I don't know if taking Haaland out is your best idea. Making a run is Hegem. He gets tripped up outside the box. Ref says let him play. Nusa with it. And just resetting. Here's midfield Arsenin. Right wing split over Bob. Bob trying to come in with a little bit of pace. Enters the box. Skill move. Still toying with it. Left foot cross. Deflected. Ball pinging around the top of the box. No one brings it down. Berg has it. Right side. Tries to keep it alive. Reece James on his butt. Odegaard just drops it back over to Arsenin. Norway still with possession. 82nd minute. And here goes Odegaard. He has been all over the place. I'm curious, what is the tracker system of where they run? I imagine he has been everywhere. Nusa now. Left corner of the box. Goes deep. His cross is deflected. But here comes a corner kick for Norway. 82nd minute. Norway with another corner. They've had plenty so far. They're kind of racking them up. We're entering the home stretch of this one. Who you got? Who do you want to win? Let me know down below. We've had a good crowd here for the majority of this one. You want England? You want Norway? 9 minutes and however much stoppage time that we get remaining, which I think is going to be a lot. I think we're going to get at least 5 minutes. The VAR, we're going to get a lot. Here we go. It's Berg again to take it, the right foot. Ball is just right over to Kane's head. Berg gets it back, however. Real chance for Norway. Odegaard takes his time on this left corner of the box. Not quite entering. Just a little flick. Too much on it. Try to get cute. I feel like if you're Odegaard, like the standing around, you're just waiting for someone to make a cut. You got to make something happen yourself. I don't know if I fully agree with the stand around and wait. Jude with it. Deep ball looking for Saka. Some of the fresher legs for this England side. Very good defense, though, to keep it in bounds as well. What a play there by Wolf. And now Nyland has it. No one really stepping up on England. Odegaard is pressured pretty deep by Harry Kane. he is, God, he is a ball of energy. He is a box-to-box player. He plays sideline to sideline too, and he is still running. 84th minute. He's flying around. There is a sub ready for England or Norway? England. So next England chance, they'll get this substitution in. Haaland getting his foot on the ball for the first time in a while. Nice cut there. Here goes Nusa. He has a breakaway. Entering the box. Left side. Cuts in with the right. Tripped up. Good defense by Saka to recover. Drop back. Here's Wolf. Wolf. In the midfield and just drops it back. Everyone's slowing it up. Odegaard with it. Just trying to stare down Anderson. Size him up a little bit. Arsenal. Here's Bob. Oscar Bob in the box. Right side. Berga. Left side, Nusa in the box, cuts in with the right, low shot saved by Pickford. I like the rip, just not a great look. Shot it right at Pickford. Pickford got low quick. Good cut by Nusa. Here's Stones. He's going to take all the grass in front of him. Nusa not really putting any pressure on him right now. Right wing is Konsa. England is going to slow things up as we enter the 86th minute of play. Getting down to the wire. 5 minutes and whatever the head official deems as added time. Again, Clément Turpin is your head guy. He's a Frenchman. I think they've called a solid match. I'd say really the only thing was the push in the back on kind of that chaotic sequence where Ostigard headed it off the crossbar. As in comes a substitution, O'Reilly will check out, and Henrik Falconer will check in. One sub remains for England. The defensive substitution as Falconer is in. Spence? Oh, Jed Spence. Jed Spence. Read the wrong side. Oops. Jed Spence now on the left back. That's what it is. Alrighty. Stones with it, just deep in the midfield. Switch ball. Here's Eze. Brings it down. Not much pressure on him. Spence over to Reece James. James. Dished it over Stones. Stones deep in the territory. Finds Saka. Saka right wing. Nearing the box. Slowing it up. Double teamed here. Cuts it down low towards the touchline. Cuts into the box. Saka, what a move. Saka crosses it. It's kicked over the net. What a clearance. Arsenal flying down to get that one out. And it's a throw-in as well. Costa takes it quick. Reece James has it. And oh my, wow. What a chance for England. Very physical play here on this near side. And that's deflected out. Konsa just punted it right at Ostigard, knowing that he would be able to get this corner. Here's the move by Saka. Ball played right across the mixer, and Arsenal just, that's Kane or Eze bagging one. Here comes a corner kick for England. Can the Three Lions punish Norway late in this one? We've gained over 100 subs this stream as well. Shout out to everybody that's been here today in the chat watching, helping us out. This has been a fun match. You all have definitely made it a lot more fun now that the bots are gone too. It's going to be Eze to take it. Puts his left arm up. Right corner. Right foot. Floated. Still in. Kane tries to bring this one down right at the top of the box, and he pushed off. And he's pleading to the official about that one. For overtime, if we get to that, There will be two 15-minute periods of stoppage time. No golden goal. That's really just a FIFA thing. So 30 total minutes. This will go to at least 120, barring any crazy stoppage time that could happen. Another substitution, it looks like the final one made for England. Cones, the man who started this game at right back, will be subbed in for Morgan Rogers. Looks like Morgan Rogers listed as a midfielder. Likely more of an offensive-minded substitution, knowing what this England side can do and the possession that they've been able to gain throughout this match. And Moeller-Wolf will sub off as well. Holmgren Peterson. That's a hell of a name. Holmgren Peterson checks in for Wolf. So one defender on either side checks out. Someone else checks in. Yeah, we're close. We're entering the 90th minute, just 30 seconds. Haaland gets his head on it. Bob trying to bring it down, has a little bit of space to work with. And Odegaard just still flying around this field. I wish I had the energy that he did, especially to run for that long. I need to get that conditioning up. Oscar Bob, through ball. Quick shot in, Pickford punches it out. That was Orjan on the shot. He has made his presence felt. Had a great defensive play, getting a shot on net. Here goes a counter. Eze trying to get to it, but Ostigard is going to be the first one there. Getting it back over to Nyland. Nyland, heavy pressure by Eze. Needs to get off his foot. Deflected by Eze. What a run. Or excuse me, that's Jed. Jed Spence. Jed Spence flew all the way around the field, getting in front of Nyland as he tried to clear it. He did not. He did not. His guys need to be talking to him. Seven minutes of added time, Dylan says. Can someone put one in? Or are we getting some extra time? I don't know why Jed Spence has got to be gassed. If you're Norway, you got to punish that right side as he's tripped up just in the midfield area on the left wing. Free kick awaiting for England. Counting down the minutes until extra time. Reece James, right wing. It's over Anderson. Anderson, deep ball. There's Eze bringing it down quickly. Orjan on him. Left wing. Getting closer into the attacking spot now is England. Deep ball being played in by Anderson. Kane brings it down. Heavy touch. Stolen away by Norway. They look to be on the counter. However, Odegaard is just going to track all the way back. He's so technical and good on the ball. Getting that one out of a dangerous spot. Orjan drops it back to Nyland. Has to watch out for anyone nearby. Kane will pressure lightly. Odegaard, quick one pass over. Uh-oh. Heavy pressure. Heavy pressure. Morgan Rogers, who just checked in, forces an errant pass. A great chance here as Hegem was trying to call for a foul. He got dragged down a little bit, and he's going to stretch his calf. That Miami Heat is getting to him. And Hegem might call for a sub, which is going to be, Dylan, that's another defensive sub potentially for Norway. He's stretching that calf. I think so. I think they have one. I think. Because they've brought in, who all is it? They brought in Arsenis. They brought in Nusa, Bob, and Peterson. They've used 4, I believe. Yeah. I know. And we're going to get extra time. All of this, we're getting another stream rolling in less than 2 hours. Hegem is just going to take his time stretching. The trainers are out tending to him as we speak. And it looks like Hegem's day might be done entering the 95th minute. And there's the pressure by Rodgers. Yes, he kind of just fell. And then Hegem smartly kicks that one out while still on the ground. So deep throw in. A couple yards away from the corner spot. On this right wing, Reece James will take it quickly. We are in the 95th minute, but I imagine the ref will allow a little extra just because of the way this is played out. Saka, right wing, cuts over with his left foot and resets. Now Anderson. Swing pass. Spence. Eze. Cutting in. Right side. He got his teammate tripping him up there. That was Rodgers poked that away from him. That wasn't super smart. Stones. Reece James, right wing, near the box. Here comes Stones. One touch pass in. Header is won by Jude, and it's too wide. That's a good ball. That is a good ball. Just a little too wide on the header. Goal kick for Norway. We have roughly 2 minutes, maybe an extra minute, I'd say. Oh, much better. Deep goal kick. And Arsonist, heavy pressure. And Eze tripped him. So, free kick for Norway, right around midfield. We're getting close to the end. If you haven't already, like up the video. Give us a thumbs up. You've been here this entire time, let us know too. This game has had its ebbs and flows surely. Oh, wow. Let's get that to 500. There's 760 people in here. We have 480 likes. Like up that video. Let's get to 500. 500 likes. Pressure by Nusa on Reece James. James will shield it out, win the throw-in. We're about 30 seconds away from 97 minutes being on the clock. We'll see if the official adds any extra or just doesn't call it. Bad pass by Saka on this left wing at right around midfield. Let's see if Norway tries to put one little last bit of pressure. Oh, my goodness. That was a long throw-in. Jude Bellingham almost had a chance, and two players went down immediately, and it's Jude. Kane is up in arms at the official right now. Hegem was also one of the ones to go down. So, bad touch by Hegem, and he gets it away, and... And yeah, a classic soccer flop. You got clipped slightly on accident. Get up! Get up! Oh, it hurts. Oh my gosh, now this game's going to keep going on. The English are booing right now. That's not a foul. That's not a foul. He passed it, was midair. Come on, man. You didn't even have the ball. You're being very aggressive on the challenge, and here you are. Ooh. Sorry. Nyland puts his boot into it. Spence heads that one out. So we're officially in the 99th minute. There has been stopped play on the +7. I imagine this might be the last chance. Deep ball. Spence gets its head on it. And there it is. There it is. We are heading to extra time. England versus Norway, tied 1-1. 30 more minutes of this one. It's been good. Ooh, I'm getting hungry. Penalties would be fun. However, let's get some goals. We need to see some goals. Extra time on the way. You're right. Love the Haaland little chant you got going on there. All right, Dylan. We've seen 90-ish minutes of play. What are your thoughts so far?
I think it's been pretty even in terms of the second half. I know the back half of the first, England started getting momentum, but that one goal that got taken away by Norway is the big difference right now. I think that kind of made them lose what they had going for them. And they haven't really been able to recover, but now they have extra time to kind of regroup, recover, come up with a new game plan, and see this one out and try to pull off the upset.
They were putting a lot of pressure on England in that really first 10 minutes. And it slipped away a little bit after, like you said, the overturned goal, which, again, Haaland, that's... I get you don't know what's going to happen, but...
But then, right on the other end, it's very similar, a push in the back, and Norway had another opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it was necessarily called super even on those two circumstances because of the fact that Berget got shoved in a clear spot to get a header or a chance. Wolfgang asked why they subbed Anthony Gordon. You know, I am personally not the one in charge of the tactical changes for England. I am not Thomas Tuchel. However, I do think they subbed him because of the fact they wanted to add a different level of pace. He had been flying around. He was playing well. He's played very sharp today. But I think just having a little bit of pace, I think there was a sense from both sides that this is probably going to extra time. The chances weren't really alive. So having those fresh legs for 30 full minutes, I think is huge. And maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, even the possession, if you look at it right now, I mean, it was very lopsided towards England, but in terms of the second half, Norway has been able to close it. They've been able to keep the ball, keep possession more often. And because of that, they've had more shots on goal. They have more expected goals. They have 8 chances created. So Norway's kind of taken over in terms of the momentum in the second half.
For sure.
It's just they haven't been able to finish it.
Recapping some of what happened. Yeah, there was Anthony Gordon flying down that left wing. He had such a great cutback and found it right on the foot of Jude Bellingham. Put it in. Tied this one up. It's been fun. The goals were very exciting. There's been stretches where it has been slow at times. Hey, Gumi Dog, shout out. Glad you can have some fun here. If you want to join us this evening too, Dylan and I will be running it back for Argentina and Switzerland.
We have a track record of extra time games.
We do. Which one did we do? Were we
Switzerland
Tuesday?
and Colombia.
Oh my gosh, that one was a snoozer though. Yeah, the first time Dylan and I did one of these watch parties, it was a penalty shootout. We're 30 minutes away from going 2 for 2, which would be a little crazy. As it's Odegaard and Kane, the two captains for their respective countries, meeting at the middle to figure out who gets, kickoff and whatever. Kickoff matters so little in like the World Cup and especially this game where I don't even know why. Like, why is they should just make it random? Like, just be like, you can have it. Like, you don't even need to flip a coin. England will lose on penalties. So you think England's going to choke and miss some? We have a big theory. Because when we were watching the pens happen, and we saw it in real time, both in the Switzerland-Colombia game and then Kylian Mbappe had a penalty in the French game. Don't stutter. Stuttering is so lame on pens. It doesn't work.
No, because it throws off your timing.
Yeah. And the keepers have gotten used to it. It is hot. It is hot, hot, hot in Miami. You are absolutely right. England will kick off for the first segment of extra time. 15 minutes. It's starting right now. Anonymous Biker. It's starting right now-ish. We're close. Zebra says, if Argentina and Norway both lose, you'll shave. Nope, retracted the message as I was reading it. Well, I read it out loud, so... I mean, that's the whole thing, is being a keeper, you can very much read them once they start to, like, do their little whatever it is. Hey, JCLC, appreciate the love. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. All right, England with the ball at midfield. We are underway in this first period of extra time. 30 minutes of destiny and potentially penalties for these two. Gahey finds Spence. Spence left wing. Quick pass. Eze now. Heavy pressure there by Oscar Bob. He's tripped up a little bit. Still with the ball is Eze. Long ball switch. Right wing. Saka in the attack now. Showing off his skill move. Gets it off quickly. Reece James, one-touch pass. Rodgers tried to bring it down. Just not a great touch on it. Haaland didn't collect the clearance. And England just gets ball right back. Saka taking on his man. Tries to bridge him. Good defense by Peterson. Forces a corner, however. Saka had been so skilled early on once he subbed in. So corner, early chance for the Three Lions. 92nd minute of play. Fans on their feet. They're letting the drama play out with this one. This one will be taken by Saka. It's on the right corner. Left-footed is the kick taker. Bukayo Saka have been playing so tremendously so far in this World Cup. Came off the bench in this one from a Duque. Saka, left foot, curler in, headed away. Recovers it. It's Saka again. Right wing, entering the box with that left foot. High arcing ball off the head of Kane and knocked away by Nyland. Ball still in play. Nyland's back up. Reece James now. Right wing, back over to Saka. Saka enters the box, takes him on. And too high on that ball. Went one-on-one, I believe that's Haaland still in the box. Eze over Rodgers. Rodgers, top of the box, deep shot. And Nyland gets ahead, but Julian Bellingham! Jude Bellingham puts it in! Nyland couldn't collect! Nyland couldn't catch it, and Jude has his second goal of this one. Back-to-back braces for Jude. I'm no singer. I was going to pull up a Beatles song. Should have taken the demon. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Hey, Jude. Jude Bellingham. Here's Ezzy. And it was the deep shot by Rodgers. You got to follow. Nobody followed. Arsenis was slow on the recovery, but Jude, immediate reaction. And Nyland needs to catch that. That just went right off his body. I get it's a rocket, but the downward spiral. And there comes Jude. Come on, England! Come on, England! Come on, England! Well, it will be 30 minutes. It's not golden goal. So no matter what, we will be playing. JCLC, go! Let's go, let's go. Norway on their heels now. Just 4.5 minutes into this first period of extra time. Norway needs the response. First time they've been trailing in this game. This is the time to strike. Nusa, left wing, deflected away. And Bellingham is just firing up this crowd as he tipped that one. Berge with it. Dishes it over Auger. Still plenty of time. We know this Norway attack can be dangerous. They've had lots of chances. Oscar Bob using his pace, right wing. Good recovery, though, by Jed Spence. Rodgers with it. Dishes it back, Anderson. High pressure by Norway, but England looks like they get out of it. Spence, left wing, has space to work. Crossing midfield, and Bellingham just collapses. Ball was played behind him. Kane tracks back to win it back. And for those Norway supporters, y'all better get to rowing if you want them to win. Wide ball looking for James, goes out of bounds. Jude Bellingham, what a game he's had. What a World Cup he's had. And here he is, matching Harry Kane now. 6 goals. He's officially entered his name into the Golden Boot watch. Such a very, very talented player he is. And he is showing it to the world. The entire world is seeing Jude Bellingham. JCLC, of course. I think it was Coop's original idea to get these World Cup watch parties going. And Google Atlantis. That's funny. Here's Arsenis. Auger tracking back. And Norway will just reset a little bit. Odegaard on the right side in the midfield. We're not able to show any of the broadcast. Uh-oh. Bellingham just high pressure, tracked it back to Nyland. Jude has tied Harry Kane. Those two have accounted now for 12 goals. Unbelievable. Very strong showing from them. Which is wild because of the fact there have been 13 goals scored by England in this World Cup. If you want to see some pens and you want to see Norway come back in this one, like that vid. Have we hit 500 yet? We got to be close, right? Like this vid if you haven't. We hit 500? Yes. Shout out you all. Shout out everybody in this chat so far. You've been busy. Keeping the life alive. And again, if you're having fun with this one, you'll have fun tonight too. Because by the time this is over, we'll have a little hour break to eat, reset, and we'll be back right here for Argentina and Switzerland. Have a drink. On it. Hey, you know what? I might lower it. $20 super chat. I'll do a beer bong for the little post game. $20 super chat. I'll beer bong. Jed Spence, deep in Norway territory, left wing, cuts it down touchline, enters the box. Good moves by Spence, still with it. He's tripped up, and that's a penalty. This one might put it away. Ref immediately points to the spot. Jed Spence, what a run down that left side, and we know who's coming. Harry Kane looking for number 7 in this World Cup. This one might be over after this. 100th minute of play. What a run by Jed Spence. Yes, we got beer bongs here. We got beer in the fridge here at the Chat Sports headquarters. We raised $20. I'll go have one. Yeah, he just tripped him up from behind. This is going to be a penalty. I don't think we're going to get a shootout. This is going to be the dagger to rip the heart out of Norway. And we will, of course, get the VAR check because can't have anything nice around here with FIFA. True. Don't stutter. Don't stutter. He stutters, he misses it. Right now, we're entering the 100th minute. They're at the 105 mark. We'll see how much stoppage time there is to end the first 15-minute period. And then there will be one more 15-minute period. So we go to 120 with the little leverage of how much stoppage time we get. And we're going to VAR, of course, because we have to, because we can't just call a penalty when he clearly got tripped up from behind. Yay! Trust your judgment, man. That's a pen. That's a pen. Like, broadcast is considering this getting overturned. I don't think so. He tripped him up from behind. That's like the cardinal rule. Was it a pen? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Let me know. Because I really think it is. Ref's about to make his decision. Why for why? Or, yeah. Wow. Why for yes and for no. You can't tell I've been talking for 3 hours. It's okay. I got another 3 hours to do. But whoa! Whoa! All right. That's life for Norway. Hey, that's life for Norway. And you know what we're going to do for some Norway life? Get ready. Get in those chats and start. In 3, 2, 1. Row! 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 Let's go. No pen. All right. Maybe we do get that shootout. That's Norway, that's your last bit of life. You got to show it here now. You know what? Considering they didn't call the other shove that England had, I'm fine with that. They overturned a Norway goal. So, you know what? Good call. There's those rows coming in. No penalty. They overturned the ruling. Which honestly, I kind of disagree with, but I'm here for the fun of it. Wide pass. Peterson. Here's Bergame. Yeah, it definitely was a pen, but eh. Peterson. Left wing. Ball in. Not great. It was short. The boat doesn't have a lot of life left. We have lost a lot of our rowers. But here's Oscar Bob. Quick pass Odegaard. Right on the touchline on this near wing. Right side. Drops it back. Arsonist gets out of harm's way. I mean, Odegaard is so crafty on the ball. The way he's just able to maneuver around, keep Norway with possession. I mean, you gotta capitalize in this chance right here. Good ball. Here he is. Nusa. Shot is blocked. Gay, he flew in to deflect that one. Nusa had a chance. That just got drilled. Oh, my gosh. That's a rocket. Rocket! Good defending by Gahey. Here comes a corner kick, though. Huge moment. Left corner. It's Berg. Patrick Berg, that is, to take this. Sixth corner for Norway. All eyes go to the 6'5" Erling Haaland. Arms are up. Right foot on it. High. Curler. Looking. Bounces outside the box. Norway will collect. England sets up their defense, and they'll just drop all the way back. 1 minute in this first period of extra time remaining, barring some stoppage because of the Jude goal. Wow. 10 shots apiece, 4 shots on goal apiece. Very even play from both sides. Right wing, though. Nusa. Drops it back, Odegaard. Odegaard with some time. Surrounded by defenders. Arsenis puts his foot into it, right into the arms of Pickford. Jordan Pickford is just going to take his sweet old time on this one, I imagine. Good throw. Right to Eza. Eza has Arsenis on his back. Tripped up. Thomas Tuchel is up in arms because Eza did get a little tripped up. I don't think it was a foul. I like that the officials have let them play for the most part. It's like you got to be a little physical. This isn't, we're not just getting breathed on and everything. Odegaard with it. Arsenis now right wing. Working on Spence. Deflected by Spence. And he's going to get dragged down immediately. No foul. Arsenis kicks it on the ground right over to Pickford. There's a couple deflections. Little weird sequence right now. 3 added minutes. Correct. Jed Spence. Trying to get out of this territory. Norway pressing high on these England defenders. Reece James, right wing in the midfield. Will just slow things up. Rogers has space. Uses it over to Jude now. There goes Spence using that burst. Eza. Flick. Ball not brought down, but cleared away. It will be collected by Anderson for England in the midfield. Nearing the end of this first period of added time, or extra time. Anderson switch. Deep switch over to Saka. Saka with some space, right wing. Looking for maybe one more chance in this first period for England. Anderson, deep ball. As Eza will keep it in play right on the touchline on this left wing. He's off. Never mind. Never mind to that. So we got just a couple minutes until the added time is completed, then 15 more minutes. Do you think Norway will score and tie this one up? Drop it down in the comments. Will Norway score? I don't know. England looks fully in control. Here comes Saka, right side of the box. So crafty, gets it on his left foot. One touch, Jude, and that's way over the net. I get it. You got hungry. The rule for extra time, there are two 15-minute periods. We're right now in the first, about to wrap it up. So the total will be 120 minutes. And then, if it's still tied after that, go into penalty shootout, where it will be the best of 5 into sudden death. Right now, it's really not looking like Norway is going to get it. They've struggled ever since Jude put that one up. I will give you 2K if Switzerland win. I might have to start rowing. Here. I might have to start rowing. Google Atlantis. Jasael. I don't even know how to say that. And there it is. First whistle for the first period of added time. Wow. Music Club President Haley really doesn't think Norway's going to score. At all. That's true. I do think Norway did get a little robbed. I think no, it was a foul on Haaland, but also there was another situation in the box. Dylan, on that goal, I mean, does Nyland's got to catch that, or someone else has to be ready to pounce. Yeah, very hesitant. And right now on the broadcast over in Kansas City at Arrowhead Stadium, that's where Lionel Messi and company will be taking on Switzerland and Granit Xhaka. And both of those teams have very different last games played. Switzerland played a very Switzerland-esque game in a 0-0 120-minute draw that ended up going to pens where they won. Argentina trailed 2-0 to Egypt, and then through the will of everything and sometimes destiny, I guess, they pulled off the 3-2 miraculous win. Messi's not that great after all. It's okay to be wrong. Like, I get having bold takes, but like sometimes. Dracaries? Huh? Are we getting close to that $20? Because I got a little worried. Because we had the 10. I don't know if I'm going to count the 10, but I might. We're at 20. That's technically $13. So 7 more. $7 more, and I will have one whole beer bong. Viking vibes. It's tough. We've blocked a lot of the bots at this point. They was just coming in at such a flooded rate. It was kind of wild. So Messi has struggled on the pens, but everything else he's so good at. It doesn't make sense. 15 minutes. Do the Norwegians have one last fight? Another sub in will get you posted on who it is. Whoa! For a coffee, yeah, I might need it for tonight. We do have a second stream on the way. Erling Haaland has officially checked off, by the way. And Jorgen Strand Larsen is in. That is, wow. I mean, clearly their game plan just wasn't working. Jorgen Strand Larsen appearing in his second match so far in this World Cup. He plays over at Crystal Palace. Similar-ish build. He's big. He's 6'4". But the Norwegians, their fans are starting to get tense. You see Haaland go out. Oh, boy. I'm interested by that decision. Clearly just not at 100%, I guess. Haaland is off. Can I reread that? What am I talking about? What are we talking about? Reread what? I don't know why they took Haaland off, but this is going to be interesting. No Haaland. Need a goal. Let's do it. Deep pressure by England right away. As Arsenal just has to track all the way back. Now Berge with it. England is playing very sharp in this extra time. But here's a run. Odegaard with it. Berg. Peter Berg. Swings it over. Nusa in the box, left wing. Deflected away. Right around the top of the box, and foul. Yeah. Jude's down again. Okay, dude. Get up. Oh, my gosh. Get up, bro. We got 10,000 votes on our poll. It's pretty solid. Now, a lot of people are going to be wrong about. It's pretty even, but still, that's over 5,000 people are going to be wrong. He just needs a nap. It's hot out. That's crazy. Oh my, Haaland. I don't know. I don't know if that's a managerial decision or if that's a Haaland. If that's a Haaland decision, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't know. England has it, though, deep in this Norway attack as Reece James just plays a deep throw over to Saka. Saka tripped up Ostigard, and there will be a free kick for Norway. 107th, counting on to 108th minute of play. We got about 13 and change. And honestly, we know Norway needs a goal. Norway absolutely needs a goal if they want any chance of this life extending. He really did. Haaland had a bad game. He got his head on, I think, 2 balls that were on net, which is what he does. But other than that, he wasn't getting the ball to his feet. He threw someone, which negated a goal. And Norway would have won straight up had everything stood. But, yeah, not a great showing from him at all. Berger just bringing it up. There's Oscar Bob, right wing. Berger around the top of the box. Back over to Bob. Bob, right wing. Cuts in with the left. Still with it on his foot. Here comes Berg. Peter Berg, what a rip over the net. Ooh, that was a strong shot. That was a strong shot. And that's exactly what Norway needed to do. We got tipped. Oh, I don't know. There's the Viking helmet. Gosh. Yeah. High pressure by Norway. They can sense the urgency starting to pile up as we get closer and closer to the end of this one. Nusa is stripped. Here goes Kane. Kane using his space. Swings it over. Saka has room on this right wing. Getting close to the box. Tracking down, though. What a cutback. Saka with it on the left. Low shot. Not great. Nyland collects it. Saka's frustrated. Goes too quick. Here comes Spence. Spence with it. Spence. Right-footed shot. Nyland with a great save. Here comes Saka. Saved again by Nyland. Nyland's playing great ball. Nyland is playing some great ball with everything going on. England is trying to go for the jugular. That is exactly correct. Pickford has it. England just tracks it back and recovers as we're nearing just 10 more minutes. As all the stats leaning towards England now. Saka was offsides on the run. That's a good shot. That's a good save. Oh, he took it in the chest. Oh, my gosh. Like, just boom. It's a rocket. And it looks like, yeah, is that Jude coming off? Jude comes off, and it's a defensive-minded substitution. Dan Burn to check in for England. And this guy is big. He's also only making his second appearance. He's 34 as well. But definitely eyeing, as this Norwegian has some very, very physical attackers, bringing in a 6'7" guy to just buff up that back line. Harshness over, gets it right back. Under 10 to go. Norway really needs to start to get something together. They just seem to be taking their time a little more. I get you can't exactly do it, but Yeah, they have parked the bus. They have dropped everyone off, and they are going to let everything come to them. Nothing will be played over the top, so it's really just up to Norway to be patient in these next moments and try and get something. Nusa stripped away, just very strong defense by Reece James. What a match by Bellingham. What a stretch. What a World Cup. 4 goals in the last 2. 6 total in the Cup. Tying Harry Kane. They've accounted for 12 of the 13 England goals. The only tandem that has more is Mbappe and Dembele. Norway with it, right wing. Time still ticking. We are officially in the 113th. Flicked over. Oscar Bob now. Deep in the territory on the right wing. Odegaard in the midfield will reset. I personally don't think Norway's scoring, but hey, if you do, let us know. Berga. Over to Berg. Odegaard. Gets it back. Odegaard top of the box. Floats one in, looking for a head. No one there. Yeah, that is correct. That's why you bring on some tall defenders. Nusa in the box, left wing, cuts in with the right. Deflected shot. Looks like it's going to track out of bounds. For a corner. Norway corner. 7 minutes roughly. Slow walk up from Martin Odegaard, the captain of this Norwegian squad. A huge corner kick. Norway has not really had a great chance in this second period yet. This is where you need your Erling Haaland in, but they made the substitution. They went with someone else. Ball is in. Bob has it. Lean back. He just skied it. And that's a chance. You're right around the penalty spot. But, yeah, you got to at least put that on target. Was that off, Ezzy? They're not going to call it. It was difficult for the refs to see that. No foul being called after, I believe, Kane got dragged down. England looking for their 4th ever semifinal appearance. They made it in 2018. That was when France ended up winning the World Cup. It is surprising for the prestige that England holds themselves to. They've only been now to, well, almost their 4th semifinal. Goal kick for England. 5 minutes and change. And 5 minutes in a dream, we'll see. Jordan Pickford to put his boot onto it. Let's see if Norway has anything left in the tank. Winning it is Anderson, deflected. One back by Norway. Berg, nice move. Tracked down by Anderson. Tripped up, no foul. Bodies are flying all over the floor. Rogers is dinged with a foul because he brought down Larson. Norway has a free kick right around midfield on this left side. 116th minute. Nusa, he's tripped. Back-to-back fouls. This one a little closer now and more of a dangerous spot. It's on the left wing. Near the sideline, correct, no cards. Nothing's been too egregious. Not a shot, but definitely a chance. Odegaard's the one to take it. We'll see if he whips this one into the mixer or if they play something short. Larson calling for it with his hand. Here comes Odegaard, the lefty, to whip it in. There it is. It's high. It's arcing. Pickford's out. Ball is batted away. Pickford's down. Pickford is down. Pickford is down. But the ref will stop play and immediately go for a card on Ostigard. Right when we said there's been no card, Ostigard is hot. Pickford is still on the ground. Time is still rolling. There's going to be quite a few minutes. Yeah, that's friendly fire. That's Rodgers flying in on Pickford. Where's the card? Where's the... What? Because he stopped play? Which I honestly, I don't know if you could stop play there. Yeah. Pickford is up and just had a word with Odegaard. The official stopped play immediately. And I believe Ostigard was just up in arms about it because, it truly is just friendly fire. Rodgers drilled him, and Ostigard comes in screaming at him. I mean, if you get in the face like that, I might have done that once or twice in my time playing, so. I understand. Here comes Nusa, left wing, right around the top of the box. Back to Larson. James kicks it out. And he did get it out on Larson, so throw in for England, I believe. 119th minute of play. We're getting close to the nice round 700. Subs are flying in today. I imagine second stream will be able to get it, though. Here comes Larson, playing over Nusa. Is he onside? We'll see. So far he is. Nusa is swarmed. Can't get it out, and there's the call. Never mind. I thought he looked offsides. there. Yeah, it's close. I think he is. Gahey had his hand up immediately. I mean, he's going to have a better eye than me, being on the field and everything. But yeah, he does want the call, All right. We're 10 seconds away from the 120th. I think we'll get probably 3, maybe 4. What was was it a knockout match that went 10 minutes into the extra time period? It was gross. It was like +4, supposed to be +4, but it ended up being like 132. And it's like, call the whistle. Like, boy, you have the whistle for a reason. Ostigard with a frustration play there. Oh, that's it, with some heavy pressure, trying to win this on this left wing. He does. We'll just track it back. We are officially in the 120th minute. 30 seconds until 1-2-0 is on the clock. We'll see how much extra time. Norway probably only has 1 or 2 more chances. They need to get the ball. England is possessing right now. Stones with it. Deep pass. Won by Arsenis. Norway back with it. Crossover looking for Bob. Not enough on it. Bob tracks back. But Jed Spence, the wheels to get it and get that one out of bounds. Throw in for Norway, I believe. And Jed Spence is firing up this England faithful. 2 minutes. That's it. Wow. 2 minutes of added time. Harry Kane just boots it to the corner. What a ball. That's perfect. Rodgers has it right where you need to be. Left corner of the field. He is swarmed by 2 defenders and just dribbles out of bounds. Haaland can't even. Yeah, he is pissed. Be on the field. You should not have been checked. I cannot believe. You're supposed to be the star. You are the star, but you got to play. There is 80 seconds. 80 seconds remaining. Just about a minute. Norway can't even collect it. Ball's just in the midfield, still in their defense. Saka's going to get it, and this is bad. Heavy pressure here by Larson, but Pickford's just going to boot it right back in. We are officially in the final minute of play. 45 seconds, roughly, Does Norway have a miracle? Deep ball played. Too short on it. Kane gets his head on it. Eza has it. He has wheels. It's tripped up, but one back by Ostigard. Here comes Norway. 30 seconds. Nusa has it. Nusa still with it on his foot. Nusa plays it wide. Oscar Bob has it. Batted around. Jet Speds clears it. There's still time. About 15 seconds. I don't know if it's going to be enough. 10 seconds until we're at the 122 mark. Ball played. Headed away. And here we go. That was Byrne, the 6'7" guy. This is the last chance. Can't go backwards, only go forward. There's the whistle. England back in the World Cup semifinals. The first time since 2018. The fourth time ever. The miraculous run from Norway ends in Miami and ends to the feet of the three Lions. Jude Bellingham, man of the match. Wow. This team's good. This England team is good. What a run by Norway. They captured a lot of hearts, a lot of first-time watchers of the World Cup, a lot of people who might have not been in tune, fell in love with that team. And there's no doubt in my mind that they're able to make this round again. Maybe even further. They towed the line. England did show at the end that they were better. Nyland played terrific. He really did have a great outing today. Being consoled by all of his teammates. But, for the sake of us preparing for our second stream, I think we're probably going to wrap this one up here shortly. Sub, though, if you haven't, we will be back literally in about an hour. We got an hour to reset, get some coffee, water, some food, get the notes out for Argentina and Switzerland, which that's the nightcap. If you want to cheer on some Leo Messi ball, we will be there. We will be there. Dylan and I are back. Woo-wee. Now, there were a bunch of people who joined us today. We still got over 650 hanging out. Over 226,000 people checked in. That's awesome. That's awesome. The chat was blowing up. We had some fun. All righty. We will be back in about an hour. Thank you so much for joining in for the first game of this World Cup quarterfinals slate. Literally, I think 7:45 is when we're going live. 7:45, we are live. Argentina, Switzerland. Myself and Dylan will be here to break down everything, do the pretty similar. Might have a couple beers for that one, loosen up a little bit. But until then, we'll be right back. Thank you so much for joining, and we'll see you in roughly an hour.